Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Spelljammer, the light of Xaryxis. For some reason, Christa, you always show up a second later than everyone else. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Francis is just late to the party all the time.
It's fashion, really.
I feel like Francis is typically late to consciousness, not the party.
Yeah,
You're the first one into the fight and the last one to wake up afterwards.
So long as he's never
Skyfire coffee.
The late Francis.
Yes. Hopefully they are not the late Francis.
So anyway, hello everybody, welcome back to Dork Tales Presents Spelljammer, Light of Xaryxis, which is a tabletop module by Wizards of the Coast that we're running through here. This is Chapter 4. If you've missed Chapters 1 through 3, you can find them on our YouTube at youtube.com/dorktales, as well as our Session 0, where we kind of like make everything up. Hi everybody, I'm your Dungeon Master Kelly, I use he and him, and I am super excited to be here tonight because we only do this every 2 weeks, so it's always a treat to come back into this. It's always like, it's never a, oh, it's that night again, it's, oh yeah, I got to get up and do Spelljammer. I'm doing this with some of my favorite people, which I love. Last time, if you don't have time to go back and check the other episodes, there was a bunch of shenanigans last time, including accidentally eating an intellect devourer, making friends with an unspeakable monstrosity that absorbs brains to make itself smarter, which, I mean, you know, goals when you're a millennial. It was just a lot of fun. You should go check it out. Before we begin, if you are looking at this module right now, if you're watching this to see how we run it, fantastic. But be warned, there will obviously be some spoilers. However, this module, she very thin. So we are definitely going off script at times to make this more immersive for the players because they have no idea what's coming. And I want them to have a good experience where they actually are playing their characters and not feeling like they're on a railroad, which is one of the things I would always suggest you do. But without further ado, why don't we go around, introduce ourselves, and then hop into game. Let's do a big circle, starting with Amy.
Hello, I am Amy. I use she, her, they, them pronouns, and I am playing Mulj, Plava, the plasmoid barbarian of the depths. You can refer to them however you would like to refer to a slime or an ooze.
Nice. All right, let's go over to Christa.
Hello, I'm Christa. I'm playing Francis Ponsoby, our giff cleric of zeal. And I use they or she pronouns, and Francis uses they or whatever people figure to refer to them as.
Nice. Any announcements for either you or Amy? Anything fun that the audience should know?
Amy, you got anything?
I don't think so. I mean, just the excitement of having floors redone here. It's
I can kind of hear
favorite.
Yeah. I am, this morning, Kelly and I were over on the Onyx Path playing Pugmire, which we will be for the next couple of Sunday mornings. So especially on the days that we don't have Spelljammer, go check that out. Saturdays, you can find me over at Lawful Stupid RPG, where I am in a Heroes of Theros game at 3 to 7 PST. And over at Adventure Dice, who are one of our lovely we're lovely affiliates of them. They were lovely. I met them at Cap City Comic Con, and they were fantastic people. But a bunch of us are going to be playing in their charity weekend not next weekend, but the weekend after, which I'm very excited about. I'm getting to play in a Pathfinder game, and I'm really stoked.
Are you in the 2E game?
Yeah.
Nice. And also,
I'm
team,
really
if you're looking for more stuff to do. They are
looking for some people in a few
right?
games. No, it's on Saturday.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So players, if you were looking for something to do on next Saturday, hit Christa up and you can be put in touch. Because I know I would love to. I'm too busy, unfortunately, because I'm running Mage. Mage is back next Saturday, which is gonna be great. Nice. All right. Let's pass down to Mike.
Hey everyone, it's me, Michael, going he, him pronouns, and today I'm playing Wrek Felnar. If you don't know him by now, well, now you know.
Yeah, now you know. That's half the battle.
Truly.
All right, anything you need to announce, Mike?
Extreme violence, which is Wrek Felnar.
It's true.
Yes, you can come see me over on Precarious's channel on Fridays, where I'm playing a completely different kind of pirate, a type of pirate who's not in space and is actually cool, unlike Wrek, so...
yeah,
you're cool. Completely different character.
Nice.
But yeah,
all right,
come join me.
Go watch Bricarius' channel. Bricarius is a dear old friend of the channel, and we'd have him in more stuff if he wasn't on the damned East Coast and busy with work and stuff. We can barely get the next player who's going to introduce themselves. Hi, Millie.
Hi, it's me, Millie. I'm on the damned East Coast and I'm super busy with work and streaming stuff. It's the worst. It's just the worst. My hoedown pronouns, which I'm going to say on the channel forever now, are they and them or she and her. You can find me in chat as Bunny Heart as well on Twitch.tv, where I just did a whole charity adventure on Friday. I'm really proud of. We raised more than $2,200 for the Transparent Project. It was really amazing. And my heart is still so full. And I feel like I'm riding that high all week. It's really, really lovely.
That's awesome.
In game today, I am playing Tana Starbell. I was going to say Tana Spelljammer, and I'm like, something's wrong about that.
Tana Spelljammer.
There we go. Tana Spelljammer. I am now the title character. Wizards of the Coast. You got my email. Get over here. She's basically a Disney princess turned disaster gremlin who's a cool space warlock and exiled by the Astral Elves. I'm sure nothing horribly untoward will happen to her this session.
Not even a little bit.
I'm
Also,
sure. See, that sounds great.
You have also been blowing up my YouTube Shorts timeline recently.
Wait, I haven't had time to make a YouTube Shorts for like 3 weeks.
Really? Because they keep showing up in my timeline now for some reason. Like on the Dork Tales channel YouTube timeline.
Because YouTube has not been kind to me recently, so that's all right.
Oh man, I'm sorry. And finally, last but not least, let's pass it over to Kat.
Raiders.
Hey everyone, I'm Kat, and I use she/her pronouns, and I am playing our Druid of the Stars, Cheshire. I'm not wearing a wig today because I have a absolutely pounding headache, but I'm here, I'm happy, and we are going to have a great time. And you can find me in chat at Captain Starbun. And where you can find me on Dork Tales stuff or my own stream when I actually have time to do it. We're going to be doing a big Lego stream sometime soon when I get my parts in. So that'll be fun. Great. Yeah, I ordered the parts for like this 2-foot tall like model of the Delta IV heavy launch vehicle. Nice. And I'm going to be building that. It's going to be awesome.
That's fantastic.
Nice.
All right. So, folks, last announcements before we begin right now. Quick notice that if you want to listen to this over on our podcast, it goes up bi-weekly on, I think on Sundays, actually. Did I make an episode for today? I'll have to check. But you should definitely check out our podcast where we have 3 concurrent shows running right now. We have our Call of the Netherdeep, the Critical Role module, comes out on the podcast once a week. Reign of Emeries, a homebrew game that we ran in 2021, is rebroadcasting on podcast right now. It's fantastic, comes out every Friday, and then Spelljammer comes out bi-weekly. There'll be more stuff going up there very soon, including Dork Tales, the podcast, which has 10-ish episodes in the can right now, just waiting for me to edit it. That's going to be going up on our Patreon starting in October, November, something like that. And then going on our podcast sometime in early 2023. Our schedule is busy. It's nice. It's very busy. But yeah, go listen to the podcast. Rate it, leave reviews. And if you are on Twitch or YouTube, be sure to leave a comment, subscribe, do all those fun things. And if you feel up to it, well, we'll talk more about the Patreon later. But let's just say that we love our patrons very much. We're basically warlocks. We're a channel of warlocks.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but please go.
I mean, I'm a patron. Don't you want to hang out with me? Like, come on. It's pretty cool over there.
It's honestly, and it's
you get tons of exclusive content. It's pretty amazing. You can support them for what is it? As little as $1 a month.
Yep. And the free content starts coming in at $5. Like, that's pretty cheap. Yeah. And the free content is going to be rolling out on Tuesday this month, or at least for the first chunk of this month, because I just had to get my new COVID vaccine, and that always just floors me for a few days. So I'm a couple days behind. Okay, but I'm not sick, so that's good. Anyway, y'all ready to play some Spelljammer? Okay, quick reminder. Last episode, you leveled up. You are all level 6 now, which is visible on the screen. Boom. Looking at determination counters on the board, I have Francis And that is it. Keep me posted if people buy anything over in the chat. And quick reminder, the last episode you went through a bunch of fights and went and traveled. Now, you really didn't have a huge amount of time, because just as you were making your way away from the derelict nautiloid vessel, a dark shape glided across the face of a nearby asteroid. It was another ship. The new arrival resembled a giant spider, complete with long, delicate legs and web-like rigging. Starlight gleamed off its metallic hull as it silently crept toward your vessel. A night spider, shouts... Pardon me. A night spider, shouts Captain Sartell. The Neoju witch is using this hulk as a bait, and we've flown right into their web, which is where we ended last episode. And I believe that if we don't have anything else, you ready for this? All right, let's do this. En route to the Rock of Bral, the characters discovered a derelict nautiloid drifting on an asteroid field. Only too late did they realize that another, more dangerous ship was lurking nearby, waiting to spring its trap. At that point, a night spider, this...
Sorry.
Have you guys watched the YouTube cuts of these?
Where it like
pretty delightful, pretty darn delightful.
Yeah.
I put a high pass filter on and everything. It's great. It's great.
So good.
It's really good.
Welcome, Lady Liliana.
All right. So, with that, the ship creeps into view, slowly making its way toward you. A night spider is a terrifying ship. And as you look at it, can I get a perception roll off of everyone who's seeing this ship drift toward you, silently in the dark?
Holy bananas, I did pretty good on perception.
Did you?
Dude.
Yeah, I got a nat 20.
It's surprising.
Holy crap.
Hell yeah.
I got a 19.
I got an 18.
Holy crap.
24 total.
I got a 7.
Hear how this
That
happens.
story checks.
The night spider drifts
I got a
forward.
rock.
You got a rock? It is an immense ship, shaped like, well, like a red-bellied black widow. Between its long appendages, there are bits of webbing that catch the astral airflow. It's coming quickly. And just for those who can see the screen right now, this is what it looks like. That's a ship.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Ooh.
Yeah, they had a lot of fun with this. As it approaches, you have very little time to do anything. What do you all do? Captain Sartell turns and looks at you. Well, my friends, I think there's a good chance that we are fucked. Care for a scrap?
You don't think they're friendly? No? No.
Always care for
If
a
there's
scrap.
no option to avoid one, do you have any healing tinctures?
I will make a
Potions.
luck roll for you.
Yeah.
Sure.
I
I rolled a 1. Literally. Literally
rolled a
rolled a 1.
Okay. She's good.
So, I mean, we didn't decide, but I think I'm going to choose that low is good for me. Like,
Is that what you want to do? Okay. She's going
Yeah.
to look at you. Captain Sartell runs a hand through her dark hair and through her, I guess, her auburn hair. It's kind of reddish auburn. Through her red locks, looks at you. I've got whiskey.
you know, that might work.
It will definitely help.
The ship drifts nearby, coming quite close, and I'd like you all to make me an initiative roll.
Oh boy.
Wrek probably wanders out of where everyone's been sleeping, and he dumped off the breastplate that he found last time, completely unaware of what's going on, and then looking up, going, "Oh!" and rolling initiative.
Okay, sounds good. All right, everybody, give me initiative. Oh God, the captain rolled a nat 1. That's great for her.
So did I.
Oh God, we're off to a great start.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
That'll be a
Recommend
0
reflect?
for me.
Oh God.
I'll say it's a minimum 1. I'll say it's a minimum 1.
0. You just don't get to go.
Yeah,
You just get to watch passively. Hilarious. That's quite nice. All right. Let's
You just
roll.
fall off.
Oh no. Yeah, Nacro, we don't need any more Hurt the Moors. Thank you very much.
God. All right. So
We're hurting ourselves enough.
that is way funny. Okay, so looking at this, I have at the top of the initiative, I have Tana, followed by Wrek, followed by Cheshire, followed by Mulj, followed by let's see, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then down at the bottom, I have Francis. And you know what? You're a PC, so I will give you initiative over the captain, so you're not last. Because I'm kind.
I appreciate it.
Okay, just give me 1 sec, because I'm going to use these Hurt the Moors to make your life more difficult.
Fantastic. I feel like we were doing that enough ourselves, but you know.
I mean, you're not wrong. Okay.
And I think everybody's loaded with determination now.
Yeah.
Are they? Thank you very much.
I think Tana's got it twice.
Mulj had it, I think, 3 times actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've refunded a couple
A
of
bunch
them.
of people.
Yeah.
Thanks for being on that.
Thank you for being on top of that. All right, so. And just grabbing. There we go. That's the pirate right there. All right. The ship drifts into view, and as you ready your weapons, the ship suddenly speeds up, entering your bubble. You feel the pressure shift as the air bubble around the Night Spider and the air bubble around the Moon Dancer merge for a brief moment, and you'll hear kind of ticking, clipping noises aboard. Does anybody here speak deep speech? Do you actually?
Yeah, it's my daily choice for today. I took deep speech and abyss.
Oh, that's so good. So as they drift by, you are going to hear the sound of high-pitched voices of these strange creatures on the bow of the Night Spider, who go,
Send the recruits over. Give them a test. Kill and maim as many. Oh, and take the Hulk with you. He needs walkies.
and at that, you are going to see several armored creatures. They kind of look like 4 pincer-legged spiders with furred bodies with like these little clawed front hands and a neck that kind of rises up, almost kind of like a dragon, like a really tiny one, but with fur erupting around its mane. And I'm just going to show you a photo because
Oh my god,
neat.
no.
they're weird little things. And I would allow anybody who gets a look at these things to make me an Arcana roll. Okay, and I have 2 something good happens, if I'm not mistaken.
Nope.
18.
18.
Can I roll? I rolled a
13 for Mulj.
I have a 9. No, sorry, I have a 21.
Okay. So, looking over at this,
Hang on. One of my wig straps just snapped. This might be annoying.
Do you want to fix it real quick?
It'll stay. It'll stay in place or it won't. We'll find out later. Worst case, I won't have a wig on.
All right, so looking at these ahead, anybody who got an 18 or higher is immediately going to recognize these are creatures known as Neogi. Not Noki or Gnoki, but or Neogi, a Neogi. I'm not sure. I'm going to say Neogi. Someone else look it up and tell me. They are like an outsized spider with an eel's neck and... Oh, it says right there. Damn. They poison the minds of their targets and subjugate beings that are physically superior. They're actually fairly small. They're about the size of a large dog, really. And but that does not make them that does not make them not vicious. Tana and Cheshire, both of you will know that they are pretty resistant. They have many of the same immunities that elves have to magics. So you rolled high enough to know that. Mulj, you rolled high enough to know that there is that these are aberrations. That's about it. But you'll know that they are definitely some strange fusion of things. Much like yourself, really. These Nyogi creatures kind of tick around on the side of the bow of the night spider as it zooms by, and behind them you can see with a chain around its... Yeah, it has a neck. A chain around its neck, rusted leading down, this huge armored creature, roughly about I'd say about 12 feet tall, but it's hunched over. Its carapace is this kind of beetle yellow brown, and it has not only a pair of antennae jutting off the top of its head, but a pair of huge serrated mandibles the size of scimitars jutting off of it. Anybody who made that check earlier, you can make me a nature check or an arcana check to know what this is. If your passive nature is a 15, let me know.
I got an 18 again.
18?
So Arcana, I got 21 again. Same roll.
21? It's an Umber Hulk. They have the ability to confuse you.
Okay.
Not
18.
like emotionally.
But they can
Oh,
do
good.
like spooky mental magics, basically.
They can basically, they give you the eyebrow or the antenna, and you suddenly start questioning things about yourself like it's high school all over again.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
I feel really called out.
Francis is already really confused about things.
All right. So anybody who got a 15 or higher is going to know what they are. Umber Hulks are basically, they're big beetle hulks that like to do things like bite you quite well. As the ship films by, the 4 of these Nyogi pirates are going to launch themselves onto the side of your ship, and the Umber Hulk, pulled by the chain of one of these pirates, is going to... The ship is going to shake, and the spider is actually going to move out of distance. There's going to be an audible as your air bubbles disconnect, and the spider moves around to start probably, you'd say, hitting you with potentially some artillery. But it seems like they're going to enjoy a boarding party first. Tana, you are on deck. Now, on deck, it is you, a couple of Hazazi who are working the rigs, working like some of the deck bits, but are mostly just scrambling out of the way going, oh, I don't get paid enough for this, kind of. This isn't worth it. I didn't get saved just to die again. Kind of getting out of there.
Yeah.
And 4 of them have landed just right at the edge of your southern deck. Okay, assuming that the ship
they're
is
right on the
facing-
edge of the deck, then, right? Like
They're right there. They're kind of all in a
Exactly,
line, and
conveniently
the
on the
Hulk
edge.
is kind of right behind them, like he is in all the Marvel movies.
okay, that sounds. But are they mysteriously 5 feet away from a drop, or are they further than 5 feet away from a drop?
They are 10 feet away from the drop. The Hulk is 5 feet away.
Damn it. Okay, noted. But the Hulk is 5 feet away, you say?
The Hulk is 5 feet away. The Hulk couldn't jump as far.
Okay, noted. Well, because Tana's a doofus, I think the first thing she's gonna do is hold up that bottle of whiskey and go, I assume you're not here for a drink, are you?
Are you saying that in
Fully in deep speech.
deep speech? So the first one will go. The second one will go. The third one will go. Actually, I could fancy a drink right about now. It gets smacked by his friend.
I think she's gonna whip it at that one.
Okay, go ahead.
I love how chaotic
I
this
have a
group is.
17.
A 17? Okay. That's a really good hit, actually. Go ahead and
How much damage does a bottle of whiskey do?
let me just check to see. They don't have any vulnerabilities to that. You know what? I'll say I will spend a something good happens. And what is your dexterity modifier?
+4.
+4? Okay, hold on. Okay, so what I would like you to do is give me strength plus... It's metal. I'll say strength +2. for damage.
Okay. So 2 damage.
2 damage. Okay. Not ideal, but still good.
Imagine having
however,
a strength modifier and being an elf. Couldn't be.
However, I spent something good happens, and I made a saving throw. You threw this with the flask uncapped?
Oh yeah, just the whole bottle.
Okay, sorry, the bottle. It's going to whip around to go dunk off the side of his head, spraying him in the eyes with whiskey, and he's gonna be like, I didn't want it in my eyes. And I'm gonna give him the blinded condition for a turn.
Amazing.
Let's do the really annoying bonus action and try to push that giant Hulk 5 feet into the void.
All right, that sounds good. How does this work?
Not a very difficult DC. I think it's a DC 15. Yeah, it's a DC 15 strength check versus mysterious telekinetic powers to shove him off the thing.
You're going to shove, and the Hulk is going to go, his antennae are going to go right back against his skull, like flattening. He's
Right, there was an attempt. Now let's take my 30-foot step to hide behind Francis.
Sounds good. The Umber Hulk glares back at you going, blum, 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 blum. Because they speak Umber Hulk, I'm assuming that's how that sounds. Blum, 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 blum.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Sure, sounds good to me.
Sounds great. All right, Wrek Felnar, you've walked out, stretched, and went, oh, time to fight.
So what's like the closest thing to me? Because I'm kind of considering doing a flying leap kick towards it.
Right, so you were at the bottom here coming in, so it's Neogi Pirate, Umber Hulk, Blinded Neogi Pirate. So 2 Neogi Pirates are within 30 feet of you.
Well, that's good because I got like a 45-foot movement. So I'm gonna go and take a piece of them.
Nice, do it. I wanna see you do it.
Okay, I'm going to throw my flurry of blows into this.
Okay, sounds fantastic. I want to see this happen.
Guess I better roll these one at a time here. Or do I have to declare who's getting hit with what? I'm going to put two and two.
So you have to declare it before you roll.
Yeah.
But
so
you can roll one, then roll the other, then roll the other. Like you can roll them in chunks and be like, I hit that one. Well, he's not down. I'm gonna roll again. All right, he's down. I'll put the third attack into the next guy. You can do it like that.
So I think I'm gonna go like one and then the other and then the first one and then the second one.
Okay, that sounds great. So
okay, so the first one I just rolled a 1. That's a problem.
Nat 1. That sounds good. That sounds great to me.
The second one I just rolled 26.
A 26 is going to hit. I'm going to use that opportunity attack you just gave me to take a bite out of you, if I can. But your armor class is above 13, so that's going to be a miss.
Okay. Then back to the first one. I'm hitting it with a 20, so natural 20. So that's
natural 20. That's probably going to be a hit.
Yep. And the last one gets a 18, so 20, 25.
25 is going to be a hit, so that's 3 hits.
Yep. So the first guy takes 7, and the second one, who got hit with 2 of them. Now, do I double the damage on the crit?
You roll, double the dice.
Yeah. So that's 11. So 15 and 7.
Okay, so 15 and 7, and you got a third hit in though, right?
The first one missed because I rolled the 1 on that one.
So you missed one, and then you went hit, crit, hit, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's 7 total and then 15 total?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And you remember you had your dex or strength mod in, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
And so, because I'm using my Flurry of Blows open hand technique, I need them both to give me a strength save or they get pushed back 15 feet.
Oof, I hate that so much. Okay.
Whammo.
Strength save. The first one is going to be pushed back 15 feet, which is going to move them over the edge. Ooh. I'm gonna spend a hurt them more to give them a deck save to grab on before they float off into the void. That they're not going to. That deck save is not nearly good enough. That's an 8. Number 2, come on, I believe in you. Number 2 is
Into the end zone.
And that's even worse. I'm gonna spend hurt them more to roll that, and that's okay. That one. Okay. The second one is going to fly backwards and is going to go to grab onto the railing. The first one starts to grab at the railing. You can see one of its talons scrape along the wood as it flies backwards. The second one grabs onto the first one. Save me! You'll hear Tana, you'll be able to hear it yell. It grabs onto the first one and they both tumble into the void. Because he rolled a nat 1 on his deck save.
Well, they are the recruits.
They are the recruits. I need to double check how swimming through space works now. Thanks. I'm pretty sure they can get back, but I'm not sure how. Cheshire.
It's a wisdom check.
Is it a wisdom check? Okay, they might be able to do that.
To move your regular movement, I believe. Okay. I can Google it if you want.
Yeah, double check that for me because it's one of the things that's fallen out of my head right now. All right, so I'm pretty sure Wrek has no more actions, so that means that Cheshire, you're up, and then Mulj is on deck.
Yeah, so Cheshire is actually going to use Wild Shape. So that'll be interesting. I've never done that before, by the way. So, because I'm assuming she's out on deck with everybody else.
Yep, she's out on deck with everybody else.
Yeah, she just saw these two get pushed off the side. There's 2 more and the Umber Hulk left. Yeah, so she's gonna get up on the back deck. She's gonna pull her little crystal sphere out. And because she's never done this before, even in character, and so she is gonna project her spell list basically in front of her, and she's gonna like take a second and go, what do I do? And she's gonna find one, pull it out, and then she's going to transform almost like a transformer. Actually,
allow me.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
That's what I'm here for.
You're gonna see her body basically like disassemble and into the form of I'm taking a book out of Tia's page out of Tia's book here, into a black bear.
Okay. I'm making so many blackberry jokes in my head. Anyway. All right, so you turn into a black bear. That is an action because
that is an action for me.
Okay. So
yeah,
do you have a bonus action you'd like to do?
I don't think I can actually. I don't think I have any because I can't use any bear attacks with that. So
and you can't cast any spells with verbal or somatic components.
Exactly. So no, that is it.
Okay. The bear. Okay, hold on. I've been informed I have to get something. One sec.
Now think of how this is going to sound, but much more mechanical.
Yeah, don't worry, I got this.
This sounds exactly like that.
Honestly, maybe, yeah.
She's trying to start
Honestly?
Hold on, I got this.
Oh no!
Nailed it.
Absolutely nailed it.
After she transforms, that is what you're going to actually hear while she's trying to figure out how to actually do anything.
It's just your DJing. Your DJ bears a lot. Like
that is actually the sound you're going to hear.
Yes, 100%. Oh
it also probably doesn't help my dog keeps trying to kill it every time I use it. He's just like, oh no, fuck that. Ah.
Yeah, go join the Patreon, everybody, so that we can get a new bear gun.
Yeah.
She's gonna think she looks so cool, and then that's gonna come out of her mouth.
All right. So you are you moving up to kind of like to
yeah, she's gonna move up to so she can engage the first Neogi.
The one that's blinded, probably. Cool.
The one that's blinded, yeah.
All right, that sounds good. Mulj, you're up. There are 2 of them there. One of them is holding the chains to an Umber Hulk.
Okay, I have a really important question.
Yeah.
So at level 6, I get my
Moisty Step.
barbarian ability to teleport up to 30 feet away into an unoccupied space. That sounds like that includes air as a space. I would like to teleport. I would like to rage.
Okay.
And then I would like, and as part of this, I can do an attack either before or after teleporting. And I have extra attack. I would like to teleport above the one holding the Umber Hulk, the chain to the Umber Hulk, and drop on it and attack it.
You know what? Off the top of my head, I don't remember if there's anything that involves teleporting to specific, like, you have to be doing it on the ground. So
I don't think so. It doesn't specify. It just is an unoccupied space I can see. So if I can see.
Yeah, the air is unoccupied, so enjoy.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So I'm going to do that. I'm raging. And then I'm going to be applying 2 attacks with fists of sorts directly to this thing.
Okay, that sounds good. And this is the Umber Hulk you're attacking?
No, I'm attacking the one holding it.
Okay, your first attack will have advantage.
Yeah, so one of those is a botch.
Okay.
Oh, the first one's without advantage?
The first one is,
I don't
well,
think
you're reckless attacking, you said, right?
No, I said I was going to rage. I didn't say I was going to reckless attack.
Okay.
But I can.
Your first attack will have advantage because it is blinded.
Oh.
Right.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
So what did you roll on both of them? That'll just be your first roll.
So I rolled 2 dice first. Okay, so I rolled a 16 and a 1.
16
so that's
and
my
a
first
1?
Attack.
Your first one will hit then.
Yeah. Okay. Then
your second one will not have
damage.
advantage because after the first hit, like he'll be like, "What the hell?" and be trying to dodge out of the way.
It's no longer blinded as much. Yeah.
It knows you're there at least.
Oh, I don't think I hit with the second one either. Yeah, no, I don't think I hit with a 9.
9 total.
That's on the to hit the second one, and then the damage from the first one is a 8 bludgeoning.
8 bludgeoning. Oh, that's still not bad. You are going to come down and smash it in the side of the face, landing kind of next to it. That is going to be 8 points of bludgeoning damage. They have. That's how math works, Kelly. Cool. All right. You smash down. You land right next to them in an oozy rage. And with that, I need to ask. So looking through the book real quick as we've been doing and reviewing, it looks like when you are in space, you get pulled along with the ship. You travel in its wake, but you drift toward its edge at a speed of 10 feet per minute, slowly. So if someone doesn't toss you a rope within about, depending on the size of the ship, usually about an hour and a half, you drift into space. So they're just kind of like stuck in space going, well. So the first one is going to keep tumbling. Probably the second one's going to keep tumbling because he is a right loser. But the first one is going to reach into his belt. I'm spending a hurt the more, and he's going to pull out a grappling hook on a rope and is going to try to use it to lasso the side of the ship, which he will do, and we'll start going, nyah, nyah, nyah. Actually, you know what? He's got spider legs. He's going to go along it like a spider crawling up its web. And is going to launch himself back into the fray. I'm gonna spend another hurt the more to have the grappling hook be my item interact. And is going to lunge at Mulj. Mulj, there is an angry spider eel creature coming down. It's gonna try to bite you. First of all, it's not gonna bite you, but then it's gonna try to claw you, and it is going to. Jeez, my dice today, man. Is your armor class 14?
It is 14.
Okay, one hit out of all of them. So you are it's going to launch itself onto the deck. It's going to take a swipe at you. You are going to take 7 piercing damage. And can you do me a favor? Remind me what the deal is with you and poison.
I am resistant to poison.
Perfect. Well, that doesn't matter for this because he missed you with his bite. So he's going to slash down. A little bit of your glob is going to go onto the deck.
And that 7 is before
It is before your reduction, so that would
rage.
Yeah. So you would so take half of that. Round down.
Is it rounded down? So would it be 3?
Yep. So you take 3. Yeah.
Okay.
Is round down, right? I'm blanking today because I've already ran a game today. I've already played a game today. Okay. All right. So that is going to be that one. The second, the other one's gone. He's going to be stuck off field for a while. The one that is blinded is going to snarl, turn toward you, and is going to try to bite you, Mule. Actually, you're right there. And yeah, you're right there. Okay. The bite is going to be a hit. That is going to be, so with the first strike, his bite is going to lash out, and that is going to be 6 piercing damage, reduced to 3 for you, and that is going to be some poison damage. And you said you are resistant, right?
That's correct.
Okay, here we go. Oh god, I can't roll to save my life or to kill yours. That is going to be 12 points of poison damage.
So that would be halved to 6?
No, you only have bludgeoning, piercing, or... Oh, yeah, of course, because you have resistance. I'm smart today, guys. All right, we're good. Yes, so that is going to be halved to 6, and I need you to make me a DC 12 con save. Do you have advantage on saving throws versus poison as well as resistance? I don't think you do. I think it's usually one or the other, because dwarves don't have both. And I am still getting used to plasmoids. Aren't we all?
As am I. So you said it was a Constitution save?
It is a Constitution save. A very low one.
That's gonna be 11.
I'm not going to tell you if that succeeds or not. You have a determination.
I should probably spend the determination. Is
You
my,
think you
my
should?
thinking.
Okay, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Hey, you succeeded. Congrats.
Okay.
All right, you are not going to be poisoned. However, it's going to look at you, see that you're not poisoned. And you're going to hear Tana, stupid ooze beast, and is going to like just stab you straight in the gut with one of its claws for a grand total of 4 points of piercing damage. Turns to 2.
Okay, so I was actually mistaken. I double checked the plasmoid. They have advantage on saving throws against poison, but not against the acid. Acid I just have resistance to. But so poison.
Okay, they have advantage on saving throws, but they have resistance on
and saving throw.
They have resistance on poison?
I do.
Okay, cool. Then yeah.
Resistance on poison and advantage against saving throws. So
that's really cool.
I'm not gonna worry about it right now because we already did it, but
we'll re-roll real quick, see if we get your determination back.
Oh. It would have been a 14.
You have your determination back. There you go. All right. There is another Neogi. The other Neogi is going to look at the deck, is going to look directly ahead. There's a bear. And is going to... Oh, the bear's right there. Is going to go, for glory! But it's going to sound like, tick, tick, tick! And is going to charge the bear. The first one is... Oh, that was cocked, man. I'm spending a hurt them more.
Yeah.
Okay, now remember your armor class changes Cheshire. That is going to be a 15.
That's a hit.
Okay, and then he's going to try to claw you with a 10 and a 19. So, let's do these in order. Please make me a con save.
Coming up.
Okay.
That's going to be a 16.
16. Okay, you are not poisoned. However, the bite is going to deal 6 points of piercing damage, and the bear body is going to take 5, 10, 18 points of poison damage as the bite just horses. You're not used to having, like, meat?
Yeah.
It's like, it hurts. Meat hurts. So
that was an 8 and an 18?
So that was 18 poison, and that was 6 piercing.
All right, yeah, she's gonna pop.
Okay, you pop back.
She only has 19 hit points as a bear.
You'll hear, which is, you're even uglier in this form.
Tana. And then he's going to slash at you and miss, and then stab you in the calf because he's quite short. And that is going to be a total of 7 points of slashing damage as he kind of like horror movie rakes the back of your leg. Not very effectively, but you'll be like, oh, my Achilles tendon, or whoever, you're from Elos, what the hell's his name? My Machios tendon. My Machian tendon. Okay, there's that, and then the Umber Hulk is going to, and the one that just like slashed through Mulj is going to look up and in deep speech point at Wrek and say, Umber Hulk, smash! And the Umber Hulk is going to charge at Wrek, moving right past Mulj's square though, so Mulj, you'll be able to get an opportunity attack.
I would love to.
Okay.
Oh no, my dice hate me. That's
Okay.
a 9 to hit.
9? Okay, so you're going to just go ding off the side of his armor. I'm going to spend a hurt them more to activate an ability and take my attacks. It glares down and starts charging at Wrek. Wrek, I need you to make me a charisma save.
Charisma? I got none of that.
I know, that's the point.
Oh, so what's 3 minus 3? That would be a 0.
Cool.
Second 0 of the game.
Yay!
So suddenly you look into his eyes, and suddenly you're gonna see, you just start hearing around your head as these tiny little like goblin birds going are gonna start floating around your head. You are confused. Next turn, you can't take any reactions until the start of your next turn, and on that turn you'll roll a d8 to see what you do. Because you are confused.
Get out of here, you darn birds!
Okay. And yeah, it's gonna charge you, and it's gonna take some swings at you. You can still dodge as normal, thankfully. So first, it's going to charge you and is going to try to claw you. Boop. Okay, that first claw attack's gonna be like a 12.
Quick question.
Quick answer.
Because I can spend a key point and I get patient defense, which gives me dodge as a bonus action.
You can only do that during
Can
your
I use
turn.
that? Okay, that's what I was wondering.
But also, even if you could do it as a reaction, you can't do reactions while you're confused. So
That's what
this
I was
specific
really
power
wondering.
ruins
Okay.
that. Oh my god! Does a 13 hit you? No, of course it
No,
doesn't.
17.
Okay, a nat 20 will hit you though. Finally. Oh, it's on the good one too. Yes. So it's going to go claw, and you're going to be like, and he's kind of like limp noodle underneath the first slash. It's going to look at you and go, oh, and go and like slam its claw into the deck as you kind of like step to the side drunkenly, like Jackie Chan. And he's going to, and he's going to lean and bite. And he's going to just like pounce and bite you. And that is going to be, okay, 8, 6, 14, 19 points of slashing damage.
Ow, I'm gonna feel that in the morning.
And it's just go, crunk. And Francis, it is your turn. So, looking at the battlefield, the southern edge of the ship has one Neogi going slowly toward the edge of oblivion, kind of like Austin Powers in the hallway, even though it's coming at like a mile a year. One of the Neogi is in mortal combat with Mulj, preparing her a fatality. The other Neogi is also in mortal combat with Mulj, potentially considering doing the Liu Kang bicycle kick. And the Umber Hulk, or no, pardon me, that one is in mortal combat with Cheshire, considering doing the bicycle kick.
Right.
The one that just climbed off of the deck that had been floating away is the one that's in with Mulj and is probably playing Raiden, I think. And then I'm just taking this joke as far as I can. And the Umber Hulk has charged over to Wrek and is wrecking up the joint.
I would have ended this if I'd had high initiative, but how close is the Umber Hulk to the side of the...
The Umber Hulk to the side of the ship. So from Wrek came in and directly attacked some of the Neogi that were 15 feet from the edge, so I'm going to say 15 feet from the edge.
and not from like the sides as well?
From the ship is like it's 15 feet in from the edge of the deck.
From all angles. Got it.
Well, I mean, like the ship is a giant rectangle, so like.
Oh right, I forgot it doesn't actually come to like a point at the end.
No. You guys are like on like the main body of the ship.
Got it.
The main deck.
Cool.
I'm ship people hate him. I ship it.
Oh, I don't know what to do now then. I was going to shatter all of them and push all of them off the edge of the boat, but now I guess I will hit the one on Wrek.
I mean, that's probably a great idea.
Yeah. I will roll to attack with my Warhammer. I will two-hand this sumbitch.
I believe in you.
That's going to be a 19.
That is absolutely a hit. Roll me damage.
Okay, can I thunder a smite as well? Or do I have to... I always forget with smite. I think by words as written, I have to like cast it, but then if I miss, it transfers onto my next attack.
Yeah, it's kind of a charge up. I'll tell you what. I'll spend if something good happens. So yeah, you can.
Okay, so in the future, I need to say I'm casting smite. If I hit, my smite goes off. If I don't hit, it goes on my next time I hit.
Yes, because you're casting a spell. It's not a class feature for you.
That's what I thought.
The rules are slightly different for paladins than if you have the smite spell.
Yeah, because I think the divine smite can be done proactively, but the specialty smites, even for paladins, you have to cast them first. I'm pretty sure.
You totally do. I remember when I played a paladin in Christine's game, I had to do that.
Yeah. Okay, cool. In that case, I will cast that, and I hit. So I do a D12 on my hammer, and then 2D6.
Oof, he's gonna feel this.
Actually, hang on. No, I think it's a D10 on my hammer.
It's a warhammer. It's a D10.
D10. Yeah. Oopsie doopsie. D10. Okay. So that's gonna be. Oh, not a lot. 3 thunder damage and 9 regular damage. However, level 6 has brought me a new ability.
Okay.
And the exact wording is at 6th level. When you deal thunder damage to a large or smaller creature, you can also push it up to 10 feet away from you.
Sure. Yeah.
No save, no nothing.
Yep. No, it's a really good class feature. Christine has that in our Shards of Nirn game, and or she has a version of that. It's great.
It's stupid.
Hey, no, it's that's why everybody says clerics are not that good, and I say that everybody is wrong. Clerics are amazing. You're just not playing them right.
Even compared to clerics, this is wild.
No,
like just so a no save push. I was gonna cast Shatter, do thunder damage regardless because it's half damage, even if they save. Every single one of them gets pushed 10 feet. But I was so low on the initiative that I couldn't do it.
So what was the total damage again? It was
very little. 9 regular damage and 3 thunder damage. Okay. And I'm gonna push him back into the fray of everybody and try to get him in the middle and mucking stuff up.
So slams back, like basically he's like back to back with Mulj at this point again. Just
Francis will just like golf swing and just knock this guy backwards.
Beautiful. Captain starts
up and after him, Wrek.
All right. Do you have any other actions this turn?
No, that's everything.
Okay, Captain Sartell.
I guess I'll move up to it.
Sounds great. Captain Sartell is going to leap in with her blade drawn and try to do some damage to the one that is mulching Cheshire. And that's gonna be 1 hit out of 3. Good job, Captain. You're great. That is something at least. All right, cool. All right, 6 points of damage off of that one, which is the first damage it has taken this game. All right, as it stabs into you, Cheshire, there's going to be a slash that appears along its neck as, "Prefer you don't attack my mates, if I may be so bold." Wink. Tana, new round, your turn.
Woo! Love new rounds. love casting Witch Bolt on jerks that are trying to mulch Cheshire. So let's go for one of those. Basically the old classic, pull the Inky Spear of Darkness out of her book and try to stab something with it.
Sounds great.
Beautiful.
I have a 26 to hit.
26 to hit is an absolute hit. Which one were you aiming for?
That's good. I would have been really alarmed if it wasn't. The one that's attacking Cheshire.
Sounds good. Go ahead, give it to me.
So I feel like the one advantage that Warlocks have is that everything I cast is at the highest possible spell level. So I'm rolling 3d12 right now.
Oh, it's so good.
Do 17. Holy cripes, I have 28.
28 damage?
Yeah.
How do you want to do this?
I think that's right? Because hang on, so I had a 9 and an 8 and an 11. That's 28, right? That feels like too much.
Yeah, no, that's... what are you rolling? What spell is this?
It's Witch Bolt, so it's 1d12, but then plus 1d12 for each spell slot level above first, and it's got to be level 3 because I'm level 6.
Witch Bolt is... let me double check that real quick. So Witch Bolt is first level. So that's...
It is, so it's being cast at level 3.
So,
because it has to be.
Cantrip scale.
It's not a cantrip, it's a first level spell.
Witch Bolt is a first level spell. If you want higher levels, you have to pay spell slots of higher levels.
Right, so unfortunately, as a warlock, I only have third level spell slots. I only have 2, so I'm using one of them. I'm always casting it at the highest possible level.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Warlocks are ridiculous.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. That is...
So it's being paid with a third spell slot because I only have 2, and they're both third level.
Yep.
But the disadvantage is that I only have 1 more spell slot.
That's right. This is my problem. Warlock is it's the new class for 5th edition, and I've never played it aside from Harwalk.
Yeah, this is my first time playing it too. So when I will say when I made the character, I was like, how am I supposed to be a spellcaster with literally 2
You're a
spell
attack
slots ever? And then I was like, oh, hang on, I have 6 cantrips.
Yeah, that's right. No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
My 2 spell slots are level 3. So okay, hang on.
That's my inexperience. But you get them back on a short rest.
So how I'd like to do this, let's go for a really, really dramatic, let's do the dramatic, the full-bodied impale with that inky black spike of darkness that's going to fade into stardust as they collapse onto the deck.
Yes.
That sounds nice.
I was up for a promotion.
That one's just dead. This one is off in the void. All right, Wrek.
And then, is there anyone further away from combat to hide behind than where Francis was? Who is furthest away from combat?
One of the Hadazi. One of the Hadazi is just going like, man, I don't need this type of negativity in my life.
I see.
He's hiding behind a barrel.
I'm gonna head back behind that barrel.
The Hadazi are gonna see so there are 3 Hadazi that you can see as well. They're gonna see what you are doing what you do to that Nyogi, and one of them be like, oh man, that's awful. The other one's gonna be like, I can't stand the sound of it. And the other's like, oh shit, no.
You nerd.
Covering their eyes. There you go. There's my joke for that.
Dear.
All right, cool. So you're gonna go hide behind that. Wrek, I need you to roll me a D8, my bud.
I can do that. How does a 4 hit you?
A 4, you are going to do nothing this turn. You're going to... You know what? There's a penny on the deck.
Ooh, look at that. Lucky penny.
Lucky penny. Sorry about that. Do you want to say or do anything that does non-mechanically?
A penny earned is a dime saved, I think. No. Wait, what was I talking about? Get out of here, you darn birds!
Okay.
And they're gonna start flying off. And then you're gonna realize the situation you're in, and Cheshire, it's your turn.
Well,
sorry.
That didn't go quite as planned, and so she's going to 3rd level guiding bolt the Umber Hulk.
That sounds great. And as you're casting that, the captain will say, I wouldn't say that. Trust me. We all love your bare body.
Oh.
my
She's gonna pause for a second. And then, break out of the distraction of that. And then
You do a Jim from The Office,
Yeah.
Yeah, like you know, she gets visibly distracted for a second, and then she'll throw that spell, and now is a 19 to hit the Umber Hulk,
That is going to hit the Umber Hulk.
and that's going to be 66 because 3rd level.
I thought you said 66 for a second, and I'm like, that's going to bother
1,
it.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6d6.
Nope, 66.
Oh,
I thought you said 66, as in 66, and I was like, how? Are you a warlock too?
ah! 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
24,
Points
that's still
of-
pretty good.
24 points of radiant damage.
Oh, it is going to make this noise like it's been going the entire time. It's going to make a kind of a... And it's going to start to try to pat out the part that you've radiated. It's from the Underdark, man. Like, light hurts. It's...
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you're doing with your turn?
No bonus actions or anything. No.
Okay, sounds good to me. Mulj, it's up to you, Mulj. You have 2
All
of
right.
these Neogi on you, and you have an Umber Hulk back to back with you. It might be on your team now, as far as you know.
I like the Umber Hulk. I'm not going to attack it. It seems mostly friendly. So one of these 2 that have tried to stab me and attack me, I'm going to once again reckless attack because Mulj knows no chill, and going to. Okay, first attack against the one. I guess pick one at random, whichever one looks the most injured.
The most injured is the one that was blinded that you... Oh, no, actually, the one that was blinded is the most
All right,
injured.
so just keep to the same thing I was doing. Go after the one that I dropped on. If I'm dropping in, I might as well. Okay, so first attack is 24 to hit.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
And then, because I feel like this is a rather unpleasant situation, I'm gonna do my Ghost Water Dive again, which I can
Okay.
attack before, because it's an action, so that'll be my second action. And I will attack again before I make one attack, part of my action, before
Sounds good.
popping 30 feet away to an unoccupied place that is not in. This does not provoke attack of opportunity. And that one's gonna be to hit 23 is if my math is correct.
Yep, go ahead.
So let's see
And-
what my damage actually is.
Okay.
Ooh, that's not bad. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. And I think that's a total of 22 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And then
you...
bamfing into out of existence and popping up somewhere else that is not
The
threatened.
first one's gonna be like, and it's just this one that's holding onto the Umber Hulk's chain is gonna go, and it is unconscious and hanging over the edge of the bow, just like barely present, unless you was to squish it.
I think because I feel like what they did was just like full on like just boxing it in the ears, like just like slam.
Oh yeah,
and then
never mind. It's
slam
you're
into the
gonna pop it like
ground.
you're gonna pop it like a
Yeah.
pimple.
And then
It's
and then I think
like a Rick and Morty
simultaneously, like,
character. It just vomits up its innards and dies.
and like simultaneous while the second slam goes on, like Mulj themselves explodes and then implodes.
I love that you're a
over-
Splatoon character.
Just worked out that way.
It's so good.
All right, so Mulj, that's going to be great. You're in the clear. There is one Neogi left. The Neogi is going to hold its action and look around the battlefield, going from where it had stabbed you, Mulj, and is. And this is the one that had climbed back aboard after being launched into the void, had survived all of this, and is looking around, going, okay. The Umber Hulk is going to take let's see, it is pinched Wrek. It has been hit by the ray shot by Cheshire.
I hit it and I'm right in front of it.
That's true. You hit it. It's going to turn and look at you and go blah, 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 blah.
Right back at you.
And is going to try to headbutt you.
Fantastic.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that's a headbutt. So the mandible bite is going to be a 22.
That'll do her.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I could have rolled so much better. That's going to be 10 points of slashing.
Wunderbar.
Okay. Then it is going to fire one claw at you for an 11, and one claw at Wrek for a 19. So that's something at least. Wrek, you're going to take 12 points of slashing damage as this claw lashes out and gives you a nice cool scar right across the chin, Indiana Jones style.
I already got enough of those. I don't need any more.
You got to add another one to next game now. Make a note.
Damn it.
All right. That is going to be the Umber Hulk's turn. Francis, it is your turn. This thing is right here. The Neogi, you do not go down when the Umber Hulk bites you. The Neogi is going to use its reaction the moment you start to do something, is going to hit the deck and cower.
Fantastic.
Cool. But it's
I'm gonna.
This isn't going as expected.
I kind of want to headbutt this guy back.
All right, do it.
I'm gonna power up using my bonus action for my Strike of the Giants.
I believe in you.
And that's going to be a 15 to hit.
15 to hit.
Can I use my determination to make it a 19?
Look. Yeah, wow, look at that. You did it before I finished looking at the chart too.
Exactly.
That's great. That was all you. Done. All right, that is going to be a hit.
Okay, what's I guess I'll technically use my Warhammer because I have to do a melee you need to use a weapon to use my Strike of the Giants.
Totally. You can put it in. It's all on the back regardless.
Fantastic. So D4. This is all that matters. I'm doing a D4 with thunder damage. It's one thunder damage, and I want to push him 10 feet off of the boat.
All right. He is right next to the edge. So go ahead and so give me the damage. You said it was how much?
1 thunder damage, and my Warhammer, I guess.
D10 plus strength.
10 is 8 plus 3 is 11.
Okay, so 12 total.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's my DC?
There isn't one.
Is there? There isn't one for this. You're right. Oh.
Cleric of Zeal. Just do 1 point of thunder damage, and I push him 10 feet with no save. Like I said, this ability is insane.
He's gonna blah, 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 blah. And the way for flavor, the way I'm going to do this, he slashes Wrek when Wrek is bending over, and you're going to thunder damage him. He's going to get knocked back and tries to get his footing, but Wrek has bent over, so he's going to donkey push. Oh, he's got table tip over Wrek, going wow, wow, into the void. Because that's just so good. Oh, a penny.
Oh. Well done, Wrek. Good prep.
Oh, and that attack would have had advantage actually, because I got bolted him.
Oh,
too.
That's true. That's true. You want to roll again to see if it was a nat 20 anyway?
Let's find out if it's a nat 20, shall we?
Let's do it.
Just for the flavor of it.
Oh, it did jump up and land on my D6 and balance on the D6, but it's a 14.
Well, still was a great hit. So over into as it starts like floating slowly in the void. The Umber
actually, a 14 would have meant I didn't have to use my determination.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Well, actually, maybe I would have. I'll still.
What's your strength? What's your attack bonus?
It would have been a
+8.
No, it would have been a dirty 20. Actually, never mind.
All right, you have your determination
So,
back. All right,
Hooray.
so table tipped into the void.
Thanks, Cat. Table topped into the void.
And with that, there's just the one Neogi left that is cowering on the deck, going parlay in deep speech. Captain Sartell will stand over and, well, we survived the raiding party, at least the first one. good night, and is going to try to knock it unconscious. And is going to be able to just kind of hit it with the pommel of her scimitar. Well, I hope you're all ready to die, because here they come again. And as you
they
look
said
up,
this was the recruits.
and as you look over your shoulder, you're going to see the night spider veering around to come back. Its decks flooded with even larger, better armored, better strapped Neogi, the sides of the ship teeming with their siege weapons. And it's at that point that something very unexpected happens. There is an explosion on the side of the Neogi night spider. And nearby, you're going to hear, and once again, as something else enters an air bubble. Over the side of the Moon Dancer, an immense space galleon is going to veer over, flying several flags that you don't recognize, and is going to start harrying the night spider. And alongside it, a second galleon glides into view. They're start pummeling it with ballista bolts and mangonel stones, or pardon me, mini bolt stones, forcing it to break off its attack. The battle is fierce, explosive, and before long there are bits of Neogi, bits of the broken spider floating through the air as these two ships float alongside. Captain Sartell is going to take a look up, sweep the sweat off of her brow, and go, well, nice timing!
Are they friends? Mulj calls over.
All right. Yes. Navy. We're not all alone out here. She smiles. In fact, I know that one quite well. Oh, and she's just gonna sit down on the deck. The Umber Hulk is still floating in the void.
Yeah.
Brilliant idea. Can you bring that in?
I wouldn't bother.
It's best out there, I think.
What? What, do you want a snack?
Yes, please.
Oh, Mulj's just gonna sit.
A moment
Quite upset
later.
about that whiskey now.
Oh, we have here. I always carry a spare, and she'll hand you a
spare
jug of rum. The ship that you see fly overhead is incredible. It's a full galleon like this one, but has a pair of broad canvas wings that stretch out like dragonfly wings from its side. It's a beautiful color. And what's even more is at the back of the deck is a full-grown tree standing dozens and dozens of feet tall from where it is fused into the mast. Pardon me, fused into the deck itself. Cheshire, this may be particularly interesting to you because it appears that the ship and the tree are a singular entity.
Ooh.
The tree looks like it's been organically sourced, or the ship looks like it's been organically sourced.
Oh, hey, that reminds me of me.
A moment later, the ship comes alongside. And I need to ask you a question, because this is the one character I did not prepare a voice for. If I were to use a voice or an accent for a Githyanki naval buccaneer, what would he sound like?
Southern.
Right. Southern? Hell yes. He's a Gith. Well, I don't know. He's a Githyanki.
Which ones are those?
The Yankees or the Northerners.
Oh, God.
Or he's Australian.
Southern, but like proper Southern.
Oh, okay, proper Southern?
Yes.
Excuse me, mademoiselle, permission to come aboard? A Githyanki puts a foot up, Captain Morgan style. Quite a dashing buccaneer, standing next to many of his crew and several Hadazee who are also working his vessel, as the ship with the words "incorrigible" emblazoned along the side pulls up. Captain Sartell, I presume. It seems you found yourself in a bit of a strait. Happy to be of assistance, ma'am. Permission to come aboard and check for wounded. Y'all doing fine. Permission granted, Darvik. A gangplank flicks across, but not like any you've seen before. It's vines snake over the edge, flowing green vines with flowering bits, and little branches will begin to across, forming a full bridge, and he will stride over. See that you've gotten yourself into a bit of a pickle. Pleasure. This is not your usual crew, I see. No, some, refugees I picked up along the way. I see. Well, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Darvik, captain of the Incorrigible. It is a pleasure to meet your acquaintance. My ladies.
I sometimes find myself captain of the Incorrigible, and he nods to the rest of the crew.
Oh, my friend, you are imbued with, as far as I can see, the power of the gods, but also the wit that comes from them.
To you as well.
Are the rest of your companions as delightful as you are?
I'd like to say so. Others might disagree,
Well,
but I'd like to say so.
we are.
Yeah, dramatic shrug.
I'm amazing. Can't help it.
My friend, I do believe that is the perfect place to start. If you don't believe in yourself, who else is going to believe in you? Confidence is key, is what my mama always used to say. It also was constantly said around my home that you don't leave a ship dead in the water, or neglect to offer a lady escort. Captain Sartell, where are y'all heading? We're going to the Rock of Bral. If you'd like an escort, the Incorrigible is at your service. That actually would be wonderful. So much out here that just is waiting to bite. I know. You don't have to worry at all. We'll be happy to bring you over. Besides that, if your companions are as entertaining as you are, allow me to invite you for a meal on the way over.
Maybe we stop and see the guns.
Can I look at that tree up close?
Of course. It's all on the tour. Your name?
Good tour.
Yours. Francis Ponsby.
Francis Ponsby. Now, excuse me, before I do introduce the rest of my crew, do you prefer, are you Giffies or Jiffies?
I was raised by storm giants on Elos. I'm just learning now that I'm not the only one of me, so your guess is as good as mine.
Elos, that backwater planet. We had a couple of my distant kin got trapped there a little while ago. Had this run-in underneath some temple with some of your locals. They were quite inhospitable.
There's a few of those, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Much apologies on behalf of my planet.
As far as I understand, my kin were not as hospitable as they could have been. They are distant kin, and some of them, thanks to the people of your world, are even further distant, if you understand my meaning.
I do indeed.
And
I've made plenty of distant cousins much more distant.
oh, no, the cousins and outs. The rest of you.
Cheshire.
Cheshire. Pleasure to meet you. Oh, don't be shy. Did the Nyogi get you?
Tana, my nickname is really excited to look at that tree, Starbell.
That is a very, very perfunctory name. I appreciate it.
Quite startling, I know. Very convenient.
Oh,
I'm
sorry. Moo. A pleasure to meet you.
Yes, I know it is. I mean, it's my pleasure to meet you as well.
Oh, well, thank you very much. My, you are quite badly injured, sir. Do you require healing?
Wrek is holding a large piece of wood with a penny glued to it, going, I got it! No problem. What, this thing? No. What? It's pretty cool, though. You want it? And he'll peel off the large scar on his chin like it was a badly applied appliance in a Hollywood movie, using his wholeness of body and restoring 18 hit points to himself. So he's like, here you go. And drop a large, like, actual scar into his hand.
Well, what about that bit of your spleen sticking? Oh, there it goes back in. That's an interesting trick you have there, sir.
Yeah, I know, right? I had no idea I would actually get the penny or anything. Oh, by the way, my name's Wrek.
Wrek, you do seem to do so. Well, how about, as we say back home, we go get wrecked over some, what are we serving today? It's Taco Tuesday!
Yeah, it is.
God damn it, Kelly.
Well, I have God damn it. Caught myself with that one.
Made
I have
yourself
some-
laugh with an inside joke from our previous game on a different channel.
Right? Well, I have Toriel tequila, and perhaps we have a little siesta on the way to the Rock of Bral. What say you?
That sounds good to me.
Please, come on. I'll give you a tour of the ship. And with that, the captain of the Incorrigible, Commander Darvik, is going to take you over, give you a quick tour of his ship, and you're going to have a nice meal with him, which is actually where we're going to pick up when we come right back from this quick break. So folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 5. Hello everyone, we're back, and this is the part of the program where we talk to the chat. That's you. And hey Christa, when'd you get here?
I just thought I'd pop in to say hi.
Nice.
Taking Francis'
Oh, did you
space
see
for some
Francis on your
mysterious
way
reason.
in?
Yeah, he's just taking a bit of a break. It's a little warm in
Oh,
here for
okay.
him. He's used to a
bet.
colder climate.
Right, of
Right.
course, of course.
They're used to a colder climate. Keep misgendering my own character. I'll get there.
I mean, it's yeah. It's
I
gotta
mean,
be.
I misgender myself most of the time.
Same,
Aw.
honestly.
You know, people will be like, "Oh, like what happens if I do that?" I'm like, "It's okay. The person who misgenders me the most is me."
Yep.
Oh my god. Insert obligatory
We'll get
head
there.
pats
We'll all
through the
get there.
internet.
Bun head pats.
Bun pads.
All right, so this is the part of the program where we talk to the chat. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything you want to talk to us about, go ahead and pop it in the chat. We'll talk about it. In the meanwhile, some of us actually just Millie, you're over on the coast, like the coast with the hurricane. You guys made it through okay, right? Like for the most part.
Yeah, I mean ours was okay. We had a lot of damage. It sounds like Florida's had a really bad one.
Mm-hmm. Which big love
I guess
to all of...
ours was bad for things and services being damaged. Florida's was bad for people being damaged, which is pretty bad. So,
well, thankfully, it looks like some of our viewers who we know are in Florida look like they made it through okay, or at least for the most part.
that's good.
Like really glad to hear that. Also, Bones Coffee is fine. They're in Florida. I got an email saying they were fine.
Yeah, I watched their TikTok. Everything's kind of delayed right now, but their warehouse is the warehouse was fine. They just had like outages and stuff.
Yeah, they've got no power, so the employees are off like helping their houses and stuff, which fair, right?
Awesome.
Right. So
good company to.
Yeah, I'll say it's really quite surreal, like getting power and cell coverage and all of that stuff back, like a few days after hurricane, to hear news about another oncoming hurricane.
Oh my god.
It's going somewhere else, but it's that first moment where it's like Hurricane Ian, killer storm. I'm like, what? Hang on, please, no.
Is this a rerun?
Yes.
we just did this. All right. So, other things that are happening that are cool. I'm working on something really stupid. I was working on it for hours. That is going to be released to the Patreon soon. It's going to be great. I'm gonna tell. It's gonna be a secret, so I'm just gonna put it in the private chat for the players.
Reacting to secret Patreon secrets.
All right.
Real time
reactions.
I'm doing one of those things.
Oh my god.
And I'm having to make like holding graphics for them real quick because I don't want to bug Mike for something this dumb. So I'm coming up with like real quick ones like.
Wait, so you saved the smart stuff for me? Have you seen me in Spelljammer?
Well, no, that's you as a player. As a graphic designer, you're quite smart. As an artist, smart. As a player, yeah, all right. You're Brian, you talked to you about some stuff for after Spelljammer is done. And I had a very busy week this week because all of my Kickstarters, like a good portion of them, showed up this week. So some fun things. I've got a copy of somewhere. I have no idea where it is. My copy of Scion Demigod is in the room somewhere, which I was going to show to you, but I don't know where it is. I also got this after 4 years of waiting, 2nd edition Hunter.
Yeah.
Nice.
And what beat them all out and was like super well wrapped, but still managed to get its corner dinged, which I hate, is this boy. It's interesting. I didn't look through the PDF when they were doing the development stuff. Yep. You know what? Hold on. Let Doctor Who fight him for it. There we go. The two knocks.
Who knocks?
You're damn right. Or you're goddamn. I have a bowler hat, or I have like one of those pork pies up there. I can do this. You're goddamn right. Say my name.
What just happened?
Dork Tales.
I don't understand.
Dorking bad. We're dorking bad.
Why do I want fried chicken suddenly?
Why do I want to throw a extra large pizza onto the roof? I need to watch Better Call Saul. So
I just want an extra large pizza.
I'm not allowed to have pizza for like 4 more months, so like I'm good. I had
pizza, nachos, poutine, and beer for dinner last night.
Where did you go out last night? You went out, right?
That is amazing. Yeah, I went to the rec room, which is like I know, right? But no, it's in Burnaby in the new center that's got all zhuzhed up. But it's
gentrification.
There's like, yeah, exactly. There's no kids allowed after 10. But it's like it's an arcade, but it's like it's more like skee ball type arcade. So there's like tickets and stuff. But they also have like a bar, so you can just walk around with your drinks. They have a full restaurant, which was very good and like reasonable prices and stuff. And then they also have like a little like quick burger place as well built into it. It was very, very good for sure.
Nice. I went to one of those in Seattle that was like pinball machines and skee ball, like all that stuff. I went on a date to that place, and it was like it was a good date. Like overall, it was like grab like expensive pizza, like artisanal pizza, like wood fire. Did we go on the same date, or did we?
Mine was with 2 people. I don't know if that counts.
Oh no, this was with one. It might be one of the same ones. You never know.
Might be.
I want to go on a date with literally anybody. I don't even care who at this point.
You can take my dog for a walk. He kisses on the first date.
I was gonna say he gives kisses
with a lot of tongue.
Yeah, right up the nose.
Right up the whatever is available for the most part. Mouth, ear. Don't take it further than that, folks. Foot. He's big on elbows. I don't know why. Like elbow creases. He's really big on the elbow. Maybe because it gets sweaty.
They're sweaty. Yeah.
Is that why?
Yeah. So they're salty.
All right. Besides that, what other cool stuff do we have? Amy, you just had like a really cool thing. Like you went and you vacated for a bit. That was kind of cool.
I did. And then I'm leaving again for like another day and a half.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much for saying that, because you are going on a little mini trip. So a couple of the players from Call of the Netherdeep are unavailable this week on Tuesday. So folks, Call of the Netherdeep is not canceled. We were doing an off-camera filming thing on Thursday. We managed to switch the dates. So Call of the Netherdeep is going to be on Thursday night instead of Tuesday night this week. I'll put a big post about it. We just found out last night that we can make it all work. And it's really fortuitous, because I was like, I don't want to cancel the damn game, and I can't run without these players because you guys are going to a new place with people. And I will have the first episode of the thing that we're recording on, I guess, Tuesday now, up on the Patreon. Probably on Tuesday. Also, I'm real happy. Over the last week, I got new internet, like just for me. Like, I finally ponied up and put the Patreon money toward internet. So I'm pulling down internet that is, depending on what time of day, 9 times faster than my old internet. I went from 70 to 800. 700.
Yeah, we used to have Shaw in this house, and it was never good. So I just got the TELUS internet.
See, I did the opposite.
Yeah, see, I have the TELUS fiber, and yeah, I'm getting between 900 and 1,000.
It is
right now. It's incredible.
It's so great comparatively.
Right.
Also,
you with your big city internet.
I know, right? I'm so excited. I can do stuff. I uploaded Call of the Netherdeep, the how to run chapter 4, and it uploaded in 20 minutes. It uploaded at a gig a minute. It's like a 20 gigabyte file. And beforehand, the reason, like, if you're watching on YouTube and it's like, oh, hey, the episode normally comes out on Tuesday. Why didn't it come out on Tuesday? It's because I slept in an extra half hour one day, and it used to take like 6 to 7 hours to upload. And
God forbid it cuts out for a second and stops uploading.
Well, and also it's like, there are sometimes where I would go to bed, I'd upload while I was asleep, and it wouldn't be uploaded by the morning, or there'd be an error, so I had to re-upload it in the morning. But because it was like house internet for like both us and our landlords, if I upload a file, it kills their internet on the shared. So like Christine's brother was staying here for a while and working from home, and he couldn't work if I was uploading videos. Like, he couldn't do a Zoom call while I was uploading a video. So now it's just great. It's just great. Snippet? No, not a snippet, an episode, an entire episode, a 2-hour-long episode. Why don't I do this voice more often? It's very comfortable. Also, I want to quickly say, it's very comfortable. This should have been the pirate captain. Hello and huzzah. This is the character now. This is going to happen. Skittlesburger has been binging IDW. What's IDW?
IWD.
IWD? What's IWD?
Mm.
I don't know. On YouTube. Anyway, hi. Nice to see you here. Great to have you here. What's IWD?
Icewind Dale.
Icewind Dale. Thank you. Rhyme. Oh God, go watch Witchlight. Like, cause like, Icewind Dale. Like the back half of that gets a little. The module's weird. The module's real weird at the end. I need to write that how to fix Rime of the Frost Maiden module. Like. Actually, you just stop running right before the end of the fight. You're like, time to go under the ice. Oh, we have a letter. Don't go under the ice. There's nothing down there worth seeing. Oh. I'll put it in papyrus, like on a Photoshop background, so you can print it out. It'll charge $1 on Dungeon Master Guild.
I've got a letter here for you. Your eyes only.
Skyrim courier shows up.
You start to go under the ice, and then like everything goes black, and you wake up and tried to cross the border, huh? Like, hey, you're finally awake.
Hey, you're finally awake.
Oh God, it's great. Also, wanted to quickly say that if you are a fan of the Chronicles of Darkness or any of the horror games that Onyx Path puts out, I have a new book that's out. I was working on a project with the illustrious Travis Legg, who has done a bunch of Onyx Path stuff and actually ran the game that Christa and I were on this morning. You should go buy it. It's on Storyteller's Vault, and I will find a link for that real quick. I wrote the second largest chunk of the book. I saw the word count breakdown. I was 100 words shy, or 500 words shy of taking it, but my words are pretty good. I have the best words.
The quality of words are there.
I have the words that I panic over. You know what gets me is when, as a writer, and as a writer who works with other writers on big projects, I see how fast other writers do things and get really freaked out because I'm like, because I sit there and like chew my fingers for hours on end being like, which one? I actually don't do this. This is really weird. And it looks cool on camera, but it's really weird. Now my fingers are wet. That's the way it works. But I never understand that because I always have to think through stuff really, really well. But other people, I guess, can just like spit on the page and it works. I'm jealous. But that's available right now. And but not only that, tonight, if you're feeling up to it, at 8 p.m. Pacific time, we're running a second game today, which means I'm in 3 games today. Because I promised someone who's not watching this video because they don't like D&D, I'm pretty sure, but our Chronicles of Darkness people, that I would run Vampire the Requiem. So Vampire the Requiem is back tonight, but those are pretty short games, so it's fine. You know, it's good. I'll take a nap afterwards. And Amy's in that, so it'll be good. Yeah. Anybody have anything else that we should talk about before we hop back into game? Buy my book.
If you need dice, go check out Adventure Dice, Norse Foundry, or Only Crits. We have some affiliate links on all of them, so you can save a little bit of money. Adventure Dice actually just is having their 1-year anniversary sale right now, so it's actually 15% off. You get 10% off with us, but we get a little bit of a kickback. But they have a big sale on right now, so go check them out. They're advent calendars are out now, and they're very cool, so go check them out. We also, if you need coffee, like we were talking about, Bones Coffee, incredible. They're wonderful. We love them. Oh, sorry, 4 years. I apologize. It's their 4-year anniversary.
I was
sorry,
like, wow,
my bad.
really
I
new.
misread it earlier. Yeah,
You're as old as we are.
You can check out our shirts over on TeePublic, as it was just posted in
there are
the
there are 5 or 6 new shirts on there right now. I finally put up so Mike, the Dork Tales Spelljammer and Netherdeep logos are up, like the dice globes are up, and they look so good on the shirts. I actually have one ordered.
Glorious Mountain Hussy is there though. I feel like
Glorious Mountain Hussy, which it's so good. It's Like, I know that Mike probably has some notes on that, but I think it's pretty solid compared to some of the ones like that I see at the store. Damn it. The only thing I wish I'd done better for Glorious Mountain, Hussy, is I wish I would have been able to like incorporate the mountain in somewhere so it looked like it's spelled glam with like a peak forming an A. I think that would have been good too. Maybe Glam Glorious Mountain. Glorious Mountain, a Hussy. Sorry. And then a Furbomination shirt that Christa designed is up there. I feel like there's one
which
more.
I am going to be purchasing.
I feel like there's
Fae Girls Gone Wild.
Fae Girls Gone Wild. Yes. Which actually,
Yeah, get that one too.
you know how hard it was to try to make a logo that looked like the Girls Gone Wild logo, but actually looked like something that someone would want to wear? The early 2000s were a wild time in graphic design.
There sure were some decisions made in graphics design at the time. I don't know if I saw a good one, but I did see many.
If you drive around in our city, actually pretty close to like where I live, there are a lot of signs in papyrus still.
Where are they? I need to go talk to these people immediately.
One of them is 3 blocks from where you work.
You know, I actually argue that papyrus has its place, but that place has to be a museum about an exhibit about Egypt, and that's it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Not the title of some sort of billion-dollar movie eventual trilogy called Avatar.
Did they
Don't
use
put it
papyrus?
In the first one?
Oh god, they did, didn't they? You know the worst part about that though, Mike? It's not a trilogy. It's going to be like a quintilogy or something. He's got
Have
like
you seen
5 or 6.
There's a video
Yeah.
that
And how many
I think
years is it
Saturday
for
Night
one to-
Live did about papyrus, and it was what's his name? Canadian actor. It's so good.
Ron Perlman.
But no, he was in the second Blade Runner.
Ryan
Pearl
Gosling.
Ron Man?
Yeah, Ryan Gosling. Complaining about the papyrus font. It's as a graphic designer, it's perfection.
Oh god. Okay, post that to our group chat later.
I will do this.
Do not breed with spiders.
That's
Don't do it.
probably a good advice.
Depends on
I
the
like-
spider, though. It's D&D.
Not for me.
I think that's
You
it.
were
I think it's all of our fun. What is that?
And then if you need to power your fun, you can go check out Bones Coffee. We have an affiliate link there for 20% off.
20% off, and a good
Hell
portion
yeah.
of that goes back to us. One might say half. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say how much, so I'll just say
You
half-ish. Half-ish goes
didn't
back.
hear anything.
You didn't hear anything.
And yeah, and like we said earlier, they may be a little slow on deliveries right now, but it's delicious and worth waiting for, and I'm excited about the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, and and the reason Krista says that is they have a Nightmare Before Christmas flavored coffee, like brand, like different. It doesn't taste like a nightmare.
Maybe.
I mean, maybe. But it's like each one's like themed, like, oh, the Pumpkin King one tastes like pumpkin, and like, you know, they have like a chocolate mole. It's pretty good. They have that's the Oogie Boogie one, right? That's the the Oogie,
Yes.
Oogie Boogie is the mudslide.
Yeah, it's the zero, the ghost dog
Zero is
flavor.
yeah. Anyway, really good, and also it helps support a business that was affected by the hurricane. So like puts money back into Florida, which they probably could use it right by now. All right, so folks, I think it's about time for us to head back into game.
I need to disappear for a second.
I do have a question though.
I have an answer.
There's this thing that allegedly is coming in November called Extra Life. Are we like starting to plant seeds for that?
Yeah, actually, I have emails, and the group chat is going to be lit this week. Actually,
Oh, good.
yep, because it is in 5 weeks. Yeah,
Man, that's so
kind of
soon.
snuck up on me, but it's there. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we did some good organization on the last one, so it's a pretty easy mix in, I think. But yeah, are you thinking of doing some stuff for that?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
All right, think about it. I will.
No, I have to run something. I haven't quite figured out what, but we did plant some seeds for that in August, so maybe we'll see.
Hold on. I will put a note there in my to-do for this week. Extra life stuff. Nice. Yeah, so that was coming out this week anyway. It was on my to-do list, but my to-do list is literally 4 pages long. So I do it in... Oh, no, Bong, I didn't see that. Interesting. Bong has sent something. I look forward to seeing it soon.
I honestly cannot wait for y'all to see it.
Hello. Welcome back, Francis.
Hello.
Good. Yes, the thing is in Canada. And Robin's very excited.
Go join the Patreon, and then you will see what the thing is.
Christa, Robin, Amy, Christine, if you can hear me. You're all required to make sure I post Extra Life stuff this week. Also, the Extra Life videos are coming out because building those thumbnails to make them not just ugly.
Oh, that's perfect. I can cut some more super cuts together.
Oh, dude, there's like so much. Like I've spent about 14 hours working on thumbnails alone, just because
Oh goodness.
Dude, the YouTube algorithm just eats you alive. Twitch has its problems, but man, Twitch is so much better for just being like, "Hi, I'm here. Click me."
Yeah, on occasion someone might stumble on in. YouTube is like, "You have not quite done the correct arcane runes, therefore get dunked upon."
Oh god, TikTok's the same. It literally, like, the runes change every week. Like, it's so silly.
TikTok's particularly opposed to VTubers right now. Apparently, there's a big kerfuffle going on. So
it's so weird.
That's weird. I can't imagine.
They won't let us go live, like, at all. It's weird.
At all?
Yeah, it's a whole thing. It's bizarre.
On TikTok?
Yeah, reportedly. I haven't tried.
Weird.
Okay. With that's weird. We should talk about that later. I'm curious. All right, folks. It's time to head. Oh, thank you so much, Skittlesburger. You just joined up to the Patreon? Oh, you're a sweetie. Thank you.
No.
At least I hope.
Oh, they joined up Discord, I think. Discord.
I think Discord.
Yeah.
Also good.
That's good too.
Also good. Like Patreon, great. Double great. Discord, good. It's still good. We love having you over there.
It's a good start.
It's a good start. It's a gateway community.
And I live over on the Discord. It's great.
It's good. It needs to post some memes, share some dreams. All right. So without further ado, let's head back into game. Are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Oh. 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome back to Spelljammer here on Dork Tales. You're given a lovely walk around and tour around the living ship. Because that's exactly what the Incorrigible is. An actual living creature. The ship itself is quite large, enough that it fits a good 18 crewmates, as well as a human who has been acting as the ship's Spelljammer. There's also, of course, that tree that, let's see, what's its name? The tree is named...
Anton.
Pardon me one moment. Oh, well. It actually wasn't a living ship in the book, but it is now. Ha ha ha, because I fucked up.
Jeff the tree.
All right, so it's Jeff the tree, apparently. So you go up, you have a nice conversation. You're like, hello, nice to meet you. My name is Jeff, the tree says. And you have a lovely
sentient tree named Jeff, perfectly molded into his starfaring vessel. Truly a thing of beauty. The name in particular.
My name is Jeff.
Like music to my ear.
Why is that funny? God damn it. God damn it, Jump Street.
It's because Channing Tatum is amazing, that's all.
Honestly, surprisingly so.
Yeah.
You have a lovely meal. You discuss some things. He gives you a few recommendations of things to do on the Rock of Bral. Answers any casual questions you might have. You are all going to manage to get a long rest out of this. You will be eaten and drunk to your heart's content, or fed and plied.
Ooh.
Oh,
I mean,
oh, really?
I mean,
Didn't
Does
know
this
this was
have
that
something
kind
to
of
do
show.
with the bare body mentioned earlier?
Oh no, I'm crying.
Kelly, make a note. You might want to clip this part here.
No, this is staying. This is staying. I actually
Make a
am
note.
like,
You want to keep this part.
I am red faced. Oh god damn it.
Y'all okay?
Oh. What? Oh. You
I mean, I was gonna flirt with the captain, but good golly.
you are fed and watered accordingly.
Like
Like Jeff.
we are.
Krista, make a note to clip this for TikTok.
Oh my
My-
god.
My roots have never been this moist.
Imagine Mulj sitting at the side going,
Oh my god.
what?
What?
What? What?
Excuse me. Oh my god.
Now, I'm presuming that, like Data, Cheshire is also fully functional.
Yeah, she's got
Hi-oh.
yeah, she totally got her lube changed recently. She's good. She's got her oil changed. Good to go.
Holy shit.
Alright, now that we've killed Krista. That was a solid nat 20 on Krista.
I might have to take off my head again.
Because you're crying.
I am.
Do you want to take 2 minutes? Just
I'm good.
Do
I
you
just
ta-
feel
okay,
like I'm eating my hand from it.
Nom, nom.
oh, I'm not gonna make a joke. I'm not gonna make a joke. I have the worst jokes in my head right now.
Oh no.
Laughing is
Let me do the
hurting my
tamest
head.
one. Oh, I have a skill. See, no gag reflex.
Correct. Oh my god.
Oh, breathe in. We're so mature here. Oh, I love it.
So I'm in here now.
Oh,
Eaten and drunk.
Oh my
eaten drunk
God,
to your
that's
heart's content.
good.
You have a lovely meal and a wonderful rest. And before long, you feel yourselves very, very satiated. Your wounds no longer hurt. You find yourselves in a very comfortable place. Nice and relaxed. You have a wonderful conversation with the captain, who basically answers all the little questions, the polite questions that you may have. Captain Sartell is there as well, enjoying her meal, eating with quite dainty table manners. The place is, think like the feast table at Barbossa's in the first Pirates of the Caribbean. Like, everything's very surprisingly, like, for like a naval vessel, it is, as you would expect, very hyper civilized, very hyper meticulous. You know, there are multiple forks for different things, and as you enjoy that, you are going to hear "Rock of Bral ahead!" from outside. One of the Hadazi yelling in, and I was saying, Darvik says, that is why you can never trust a Githrazai with your wallet. Rock of Bral ahead! This is your first time seeing the Rock of Bral?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Well, I do say, you should not miss it to save my feelings. Please. Refreshments can be served on the deck. He gestures outside. Do you head out? Just take a look.
Let's go take a look.
All right.
It might be pretty.
Yeah.
As you step outside, something indeed lovely is approaching in the distance. Sunlight illuminates the rooftops and spires of a city built across the top of a gigantic asteroid. The asteroid's underside has structures as well, including fortresses and giant sails. Wooden docks protrude from one end of the asteroid, and a variety of ships are moored there. Space-dwelling fish scatter in front of you as your ship adjusts its heading until the docks are straight ahead and level with the ship's main deck. Pier workers stand ready to catch ropes and tie off the ship as you glide forward. Captain Sartell says, adjusting. Excuse me one moment while I make sure the Flapjack has this on hand. But in the meanwhile, welcome to the Rock. This is where we're going to be parting ways. And she will walk back across to her ship. Flapjack, bring us in nice and slow.
Yes, of course. Not a problem at all.
All right.
Well, much appreciated for your direction here.
It's not a problem at all. Come back here when you're done with your Sundays, and I can finish giving you any advice I might have.
Very much appreciated.
The Hattersy.
Are we saluting? I like saluting.
What's that?
Just following what Francis is doing.
Before long, the ships slowly drift into dock. The people working the dock workers are going to be able to easily secure your vessel, giving you a nice, easy way down onto the rock. Now, when I say that this is an immense asteroid, I want to give you an example of this, okay? The Rock of Bral is absolutely immense, so immense that that is what you've landed on the side of, just to make it nice and easy. It is a full flat top asteroid that is the size of a city. It even has like a palace at the back with huge walled grounds. Some Hattersy, the Hattersy First Mate is going to serve each of you a small dish of ice cream sundae, which you'll be able to finish with a, with aplomb. And what are you doing at the end of this? You're going to hang out on this ship a little more, take your leave back to Sartell's ship?
Francis wants to see the guns. So as long as they've had an opportunity to look at all the explosives.
You absolutely would have had a chance to see all of the guns. The tree was quite lovely as well. It was it was sleeping at the time, so it didn't really my name is Jack.
Aww,
And like a big sap bubble coming out of its nose. Is that
amazing?
The guns are quite lovely. So they are, I say guns, but what they are is they're like tremendous ballista. So it has ballista as well as a very, very advanced mangonel, or mini pult, as we have been calling it. But I
think Tana's prerogative then would be to head back to their ship, and then to sit on the bow, looking longingly at the approaching horizon, as is tradition.
Yeah, Cheshire's gonna head back to the Moon Dancer as well.
I know Mulj will want to pick up their barrel of pickled brains.
Okay, yeah, you'll absolutely be able to do that. The captain and Flapjack are sorting the refugees and basically explaining what they can do to get aid on the Rock of Bral. Explaining where they can go to find work, or where people are taking in refugees, or where the safer places of town are. She does warn them as you're approaching. Now remember, it is, at least it was, a pirate capital. Now it's a general port of call with a decent amount of scalawags. Quick warnings, though. Any of you who are of the thievish bent, a reminder that thievery is not technically illegal inside of the city. However, if you get caught, assault is also technically not illegal. Generally,
I'm gonna like this place.
the prince assumes, and the laws assume, of course, as well, that you are all smart enough to take care of your belongings, and that should you lose them, you are tough enough to get them back, or they don't matter that much to you. However, if you do witness a severe crime, arson, outright murder, do report it. But anything up to and including any of the lesser crimes, well, general mob justice. However, some of you bigger ones, I would suggest heading over to some of the taverns. Even though everything is legal, including bar fights, theft and assault in public, some of you bigger ones might be able to make some coin acting as paid help, if you follow me. If you don't follow me, they need thugs everywhere.
Got it.
And as for you, the men, women, and people of Elos are going to start, like, milling off onto the Rock of Bral, some of them clinging to each other. One child clinging to his uncle's shoulder. The one that you met earlier, Mulj, is going to, like, give you a little wave as he's walked down to the dock, where a Hadazee dock worker goes, "Oh yeah, you want to head over there to, you're looking for a place for kids? Oh yeah, kids could probably go to,
I'm sure they'll be fine, right?
I would stay away from the low city if I were you. Maybe the guild house.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
They'll be fine.
So, you said that you were going to split treasure with me. The captain turns and smiles at you. Well, here's the deal. I have an account and an easy way to be reached there. I also have a bit of a debt of, more of a debt of, no, strike that. I noticed that you brought back some plunder from the Nautiloid.
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
Well,
Do you want some of my pickled brains?
yo, what the fuck?
What?
I was gonna just lift up the lid, like the top, and like pickled brains.
Why do you have this?
They were just sitting there.
I mean, technically, it's not illegal.
They're already pickled. I had no part in that.
That is the league. That is the dividing line right there. Please don't refill your barrel.
I have no plans to, but I said we were gonna, what was it, 70-30?
70-30,
No.
if I'm not mistaken, yes.
So I'm not sure how much 70% of this is, but
I tell you what, you can keep the brains. What other plunder do you have? I would remind you, it's been 2 weeks that you did not present her with the breastplate. You said you were going to give it to her, but you did not give it to her.
Yeah, that was all we
hasn't
found,
had
right?
a chance to clean it up.
No, I mean you had about a long rest. You could have cleaned it up in the meanwhile if you wanted to.
Okay.
If you feel like it.
I think we should have. Be prettier that way.
Yeah, it's
Was
probably
that
like
thing-
all wrapped up or something in whatever they managed to cobble together as wrapping paper. Well,
Okay.
there is the thing, the surprise.
I don't like the sound of that for some reason.
We have a present for you.
Wait,
Oh.
I give Greg surprises.
This
He
is-
does,
You
surprisingly.
do. Usually explosive. This one, however, is not.
No, yeah, this one,
a
no,
very
no
surprising
explosions.
individual. It's one of his charms.
Do you want to do the honor?
It's better than brains.
Well,
It's two brains.
No.
oh, I don't have two brains to rub together.
I have two here.
True.
What? We'll talk later. Let me go get it.
Okay,
trudge
sounds
off
good.
and-
I promise it is not brains.
Otherwise, I know I pulled off. I pulled a scroll off the Nautiloid, and this Ewan stone as well.
Oh. I have no use for an iron stone. So you're welcome to have that.
Perfect.
Any?
And they say. Sorry.
What do they say?
Well, they say that the real treasure is the friends you make along the way.
Yes, but I can't keep
So if
you.
you're friends with Mathing, well, if you're in the book, we can always do a sending. We can be sending pals.
Yes. Did I sign your book? I feel like I did.
You did.
Oh, twice. Yes. One was
Read the
Captain.
message. You did, yes.
Didn't she
And
write
then, of
Captain
course,
Sugar
there's-
Tits or something like that?
Yeah.
The first time.
Something like that, yeah.
And then, of course, there's the spelljamming chair we got from the first ship.
Well, you can probably liquidate that, or you can trust me to liquidate it for you and bring you some gold.
I mean, you're our friend, so I trust you to liquidate it for us and bring us the gold. I don't do math well, so I mean, you'd probably be better at calculating it anyway.
Fair. Good. I'll tell you what. The person that you want to speak with is a giff, however. So Commodore Crux can be found at a popular tavern called the Happy Beholder. It's I think you'll find it quite entertaining and different from what you're used to. I would remind you that inside of any establishment at the Rock of Bral or on the Rock of Bral in general, that appearances may be deceiving, and to not act with reflexes based on experiences you may have had in the past with certain entities. For example, there are a Lithid here that are able to operate publicly. So,
Never judge a book by its cover.
exactly.
That sounds good to me.
How else are you going to judge it without having to read the thing?
All right, well, tell you what, head there, grab some drink, see if you can find Commodore Crux, and I'll go liberate this ship, well, this spelljamming helm, and bring you a portion of its profits.
Much appreciated, Captain.
You're
Sounds
very
good.
welcome.
Did you get that present, Wrek?
Yeah, I'm having some trouble with it. The wrapping paper's not really sticking. So here, and he passes it over with just like a poor piece of like material just kind of dangling on top of it, barely hiding anything.
Oh, what's this?
It's a thing.
A breastplate.
Quite magical.
And a leather breastplate too, from the looks of it.
Ta-da!
Very, ooh, very durable. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I hope our
Probably
paths
all
cross
been killed
again.
by my people were it not for you, so...
Well, thank you for killing some of your people. I'm not terribly fond of them.
Well, they threw me out. It's their fault.
You'll find as well that, well, many on the rock are not particularly fond of them as well, although, as far as I
What?
understand, the Astral Elves do have some political power.
Hide the ears, maybe?
Might not be a bad idea. You could pass well as, a human.
I'm really good at passing as a human. I'll give you some tips.
Thank you, I can use them.
It's true, you're
Do I need to
tops.
be blue?
No, just
Number
wear a hat.
one, don't wave your keg of brains in public.
Honestly, if a human had them, they probably
Yeah, well, I'm
would.
not pretending to be a human right now, am I?
That's fair. All right, well, I guess let's head into town.
Francis is taking mental notes of all the things he needs to like change direction in conversations when things get brought up.
Right. So, pardon 1 second. I was just doing the calculations on how much a spelljamming chair can be worth, and I'm just going to roll her negotiation skill. Oh God. Yeah, I'm going to spend one of those something good happens to re-roll that nat one.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Hi, Raid.
Hello. Good to see you.
So,
So, Happy Beholder, head off. You'll have fun. Trust me. And thank you for the present.
Thank you very much. And as Mulj starts walking down, kind of like looking at the rest of them, just be like, so are we doing the old pretend we don't really know each other, or are we gonna know each other this time?
I'd say perhaps best we stick together.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
We don't know this area to run away, and Rex.
We can pretend we don't know each other when we inevitably have to scam someone. But so far.
Should we come up with a story as to why we would know each other?
We are
because
refugees.
we all come from the same planet.
Yeah, we're refugees.
That's totally fine. Nothing untoward is right. Refugees. That's a better story.
Yeah, we definitely.
I was gonna say we're all adopted, but yeah.
Frances is our mom. Aww.
Yeah, we're just some innocent refugees who definitely didn't, obliterate another ship and ruin a lot of people's days. Bad people.
They were actively trying to kill us.
They were. So, yeah.
Well, come along, children. And they'll walk off towards where they think the happy beholder is.
Captain Sartell would give
parent
you
who's much
vague
younger than
directions.
Yeah.
Look, ducklings in a row.
Yeah.
Can I get a history roll from everybody as you're walking around? You may choose to use insight. You may choose to use wisdom instead of intelligence if you choose.
Oh, that's better than that's better than
I rolled a 1.
Okay.
Oh, I have history.
I have a 15.
I have a 10.
30, 20.
30, 20.
30, 20 for me.
Nice. Dirty 20. All right, everybody who rolled a 15 or higher, looking around, you're going to see that, well, the Rock of Bral is actually pretty new. The architecture around here, although very different from your home world, is, well, everything's new. So the buildings can't be more than a couple hundred years old. Even some, like the very oldest ones, maybe they're made of materials older than that, but looking around, you can see that the mortar work, the brickwork, the woodwork is all... It's all very recent. This thing must have been colonized not that long ago. The place is bustling. There are an incredible variety of people all around you. Dwarves, elves, mechanical gnomes with big cog noses and twitching firelight eyes. You see creatures made of fireflies forming into shapes of humanoid entities. You see people with shifting faces looking in a mirror, trying on hats in this bazaar, going, I don't know if I like this one, perhaps this one's better, turning from very male to very female and back as they switch hats and outfits. You see a two-headed giant arguing with itself about which food stall it wants to go to.
Now I want to eat steak, and I said we're a vegetarian.
And so on and so forth. As you're walking around, there are any number of hundreds of different races, but there are some things that are quite homey. And as you are moving forward, you're going to see there are some things that just remind you of home. There are elves, there are dwarves, there are, right up ahead of you, you see that there's a half-orc. You haven't seen one of those for quite a while. And very nearby, looking in a stall, is the reddish fur of a tabaxi that you see nearby. And there are even goblins on here, not red ones like you, Wrek, but there is a green one nearby with a cup kind of rattling, like,
Alms for the poor? I'm very poor. Give me gold. Need to get home. Hitching a ride.
Dude, shut up, the half-orc says down to the goblin. You're drawing a lot of attention.
I know, that's the point.
Wrek will go over and put a
tabaxi
large plank of wood with a penny glued to it into his cup. There you go, my brother.
I'm keeping the board.
Of course. That's the best part.
May be blessed by Kepicus. Kepicus, god of the takey takes.
Oh, he's one of those. Okay, never mind. Moving along.
Would you like one of my pamphlets? One of my pamphlets?
No.
My newsletter?
No, I don't want anything. No.
Wonderful calligraphy.
It actually is really good calligraphy. All right. And before long, you can head anywhere you want to. Are you heading straight to the tavern to go meet this contact?
Francis wants to because they want to meet the first ever gift they've met.
Wrek wants to because tavern.
This is really true.
We typically want to get a better
Tavern.
land in case we need to run, but if these are excited.
All right. You make your way over toward the tavern, and it doesn't take you long to reach it. This place is just flooded with life, though. And there's something intoxicating about the sights, the smells, the fact that on your home world, at night, you can look above you and see the shifting stars. However, they always move in one direction. Here, the asteroid is slowly careening through space. So you see the stars move, and then move a different direction as the ground beneath you pivots. You can also see the sky almost at a 90-degree angle, or a flat angle from you, seeing a 180-degree, I guess, because you're just looking like lines, right? The darkness of eternity washes overhead. It's interesting. And then you're inside the comfort of a tavern. A large, spherical creature with eye stalks and a watchful central eye tends bar in this establishment. Filling one side of a table meant for 6 is a broad-chested, hippo-headed man with a green parrot perched on one shoulder. The haggard figure squints at you over the top of an enormous tankard and then waves invitingly to the seats across from him. Looks directly at you, Francis. This creature could be your father. Well, maybe he is, who knows? He is quite haggard, very drunk. You can see the lines under his eyes, the redness puffing them around, and a wooden and brass pipe jutting from the edge of his mouth.
Commodore Crooks.
I say. I say, who's asking?
I'm Francis Ponsby. We were sent here by Captain Sartell.
Captain Sartell. Captain Sartell. Sorry, I'm trying to remember how I prepped this voice for so long. So let me say, colonialism. There we go. Captain Sartell. How is the old bastard, that son of a bitch, doing well? It's been a while since I've seen his like.
Well, he's had some changes. If he.
She's great.
She's a. I'm sorry, lady. Please sit. I mistook you for something else. Please sit. I haven't seen a lady giff in a while, although you are a bit more andronine than I'm used to.
Sure. Regardless, you are more anything than I'm used to.
I thought Captain Sartell was humanoid. He's like a human.
What?
I think he doesn't know.
Who doesn't?
Oh.
Captain Sartell doesn't know what? What does Captain Sartell not know?
How friendly you're being with us, and it's fantastic, and we very much appreciate it.
Excuse me. Lord Luigi! around for my friends and my
leans in real close.
This beautiful young giff.
He's very drunk, just botched his check to see a better
no
look
idea.
at you. He's
This beautiful young giff deserves a drink.
this beholder smiled and goes,
when I proposed Francis as being non-binary was very much like no one on Elos knew, so they just kind of went with whatever. So I love that meeting the first ever GIF also has no idea. It's perfect. It's
now,
just
if you
to
want him to
me.
make a decision after he sobers up on that, let me know. If not, he can just be confused.
No, he can
Okay.
just be confused.
I know how I'm gonna
Francis
play
doesn't
it.
care.
Okay,
Yeah.
so long as okay.
Thank you. Now, I'm sorry, Commodore, but you are the first ever GIF, aside from myself, that I've ever met.
Oh, thank the gods you're not a jiffet.
Is that a sub race?
Definitely.
Was there like a divide at some point? Like one went GIF and one went GIF, and that was the split? Like, is there like a big contention here? Is it like Romeo
Maybe
and
it's a
Juliet?
religious war.
Or
There was some definite compression in the ranks. But still, it was not exactly what I would recommend for polite company for such a fine, fair maiden as yourself. Luigi, where are those drinks?
And the beholder behind the counter will go,
Hey, no problem. Hey, I've got them coming right away. Hey, how's it going? I got some Beholder Ale for each of you. Hey, how you doing?
the beholder is gonna fly over.
Lodge Luigi. Nice to meet ya.
Oh my god.
Nice to meet you.
Hold
Nice
on,
to
I gotta
meet
show
you.
you. I gotta show you guys a picture. I'm sorry.
Hi, I'm Lodge
Oh my
Luigi. Nice to meet
God.
ya.
Yeah.
He's
love
adorable.
He's adorable. I love him. He's my favorite.
So good.
Hey, if there's anything I can do for you to make yourselves more comfortable, please let me know. Lodge Luigi loves to make people comfortable.
Which eye do I look into?
You can look at the center one, or you can look at this one. Whatever you need, really. Like, it's all about hospitality here. It's I would not say. Look, I am privileged to be born with so many eyes, and you only have the 2 or 4. I can't tell with the goggles. But either way, you use the gifts that you were provided with to however you want, because I'm already ahead in the race. You know what I mean?
You're definitely ahead.
Well-
I like this guy.
how are we supposed to use Francis? That's the gift we were provided with.
I like to think I'm quite useful.
Francis is quite a wonderful name, Francis. And also, I need ale. I'm having ale.
We were supposed to ask him about the astral elf stuff, right? Because we thought
You were
he
supposed
might
to
know.
get help for what your astral elf problem. What you were told is there is a GIF named Commodore Crux who should be able to assist you in helping whatever problem there is with your planet.
Fantastic.
And he is
Should we wait
stinking.
until
So
Yeah.
he is sobered up a little?
Yeah,
So
we're gonna
tomorrow-
have to wait a little bit.
I'm plenty sober.
seriously.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
It's not as bad as it could be. You want to hear a knock-knock joke?
The parrot on his shoulder
Yes,
says,
absolutely.
Yes, goodness.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Who is it?
Interrupting beholder.
Interrupting. We hope.
Interrupting beholder who? Eh.
I don't
That's
get
a
it.
good one. I love that one.
Brilliant.
Playing into this slightly of Commodore's drunkenness, Francis will kind of like lean a little bit on the table and say, "So Commodore, whereabouts are you staying?"
I stay from here to there. I have a room rented in the. I have a room rented across to town. But are you looking to visit? I would make time for you.
Wrek is gonna bounce up on the chair behind Francis and flip his ponytail over, so Francis now has this like shock of red hair.
A red hair, eh? I love.
No.
Oh, I wish I
love a
hadn't heard
redhead.
that line said in that exact way.
It's amazing what you do with your
just
face
get
when you're
that
watching your own
sometimes.
face. You're like,
It-
like, oh god. Okay.
Did we ever get those drinks delivered?
Yes, there are mugs of ale on the table. It is a slightly sweet kind of like amber ale.
It was. It has been drunk now.
Okay. As you were doing that, I just need to know real quick, Tana, do you have your hood up in character?
To be honest, maybe not. I think
Okay.
she intended to, but she's not the brightest, and she probably walked into the tavern and put it down, thinking, "Yeah, we're inside a tavern. It's safe. There's a cool beholder here."
Oh, you're so beautiful. You and all of your companions are very fetching. Oh, we have a plasmoid. Enchanté.
He starts trilling off in Plasmodese.
I speak
Oh.
common.
It didn't slap me. I guess it likes it. Oh, and you had a fetching little
Will
goblin.
then slap him now.
Just in case.
I definitely deserved that. And you had a
Honest.
yes, you're one of those beautiful mannequins, the constructs. I guess you'd be a womanican.
every way.
And you are, and all of you are going to hear a very audible clicking noise of a hammer drawn back. And Tana, you're going to feel something cylindrical press against your hip bone under the table.
Oh.
And looking
Hello?
down, there is the barrel of a pistol.
And if I'm not
This isn't
mistaken,
very polite.
an astral elf.
Yes.
Can I insight this guy? I want
Yes,
to see if
yes.
he's really drunk.
Yes, you may.
Nat 20.
Nat 20, he was really drunk, but a second ago, as he was laughing and like lusting over Francis with red hair, he got a good look at Tana as she put her beer down, and his eyes hardened as he kind of like, so it's at that moment when you're drunk where like he suddenly, like the world caught up mentally, and he's like, oh shit.
Right.
And so he's still pretty tipsy. He still is drunk, but he's active drunk, not passive drunk anymore.
Right.
Dangerous drunk is
Worse.
probably.
I was going to say much worse. Yeah.
So she's gonna have her hands up.
But then, why have you brought an astral elf to my table?
If it helps, the rest of them aren't a fan of me.
What? No.
She is an exiled astral elf. So, in the same way that we have people in our lines that we disagree with, she's one that all the astral elves disagree with. So she must be good.
I tell you what.
And she's saved my hide on a number of occasions.
They did condemn me to a life of infinite wandering into death. It was very poetic.
Make me a persuasion roll, Tana.
Sure.
I would normally give you advantage for having your friends vouch for you, but he's drunk enough that I'm going to just make you roll flat.
I rolled a 15.
Okay.
I have. I should probably one of these days take proficiency in persuasion, but I never choose in my random
It's
daily
like 19 or
proficiencies.
20, right?
But I have a 19 still, yeah.
All right, he's gonna take a long look at you, and you'll feel the pressure off of your hip release a bit.
I'm going to order another round, and you're going to tell me the story of what brought you here. And if you still look like a betraying fucking knife-eared star elf, no offense if you're a different type of elf.
I mean,
The rest of
I
them
am one of
must-
those elves.
Well, tell me your story, and maybe I won't shoot you. Luigi, another round.
Good. Can I finish the drink before I probably get shot?
Of course, I'm not a savage.
But you can have mine too.
Oh, good, good, good. Thank you, thank you.
I will.
More gets plied onto the table. And do you tell him the story of what happened?
Yeah, absolutely. Does it seem like he's asking for just the story of the group, or like specifically for Tana to explain why she's a good one?
He is
If she
willing to
is.
hear anything. He is very... Well, where do you start? Who is starting the stories?
Tana?
I think if it's being left to Tana, then she's going to start from her perspective, but she's going to sort of skip over the whole beginning because she's not used to telling people that she's, made a deal with some sort of interdimensional space being. So she probably won't do that part.
Who hasn't?
But she will say, well, so I was exiled. I made some, let's say, religious decisions that they were not super particularly pleased with. And refused to conform. And so they exiled me to a life of infinite wandering and slow, painful death. I found myself on Elos. I vibed, I believe is the word, for several decades. I met this beautiful crew here. And then my people arrived to colonize, terraform, and destroy the planet, slaughtering hundreds of thousands inevitably. We fought tooth and nail to escape. We escaped with a dear friend. Well, I guess now a dear friend, right? We can call Captain Sartell a friend, right? We escaped dramatically. My people pursued us. We killed several of them. We were fighting tooth and nail the entire way to get here. And honestly, I could use another drink.
Another drink. Tell me everything.
We destroyed one of their ships.
I want details.
I
Some
threw
sort
someone
of
off the edge and let them just die.
crystals.
It was really fun.
Yes. Black
Yes.
dark crystals.
Something with crystals. They launched seeds, they called it, I think, from
Yes.
the space orbit.
I found a penny.
Is that the term?
Found a penny.
Seems to be destroying.
I was excited when I saw them at first, as I thought perchance something from the stars had come. I didn't expect it to be something so dire.
Have you seen
Midway-
these before? Crooks?
Midway through the story, you'll notice that the gun has completely left your vicinity and is like on
She
his
may not
lap.
notice until the end of
He's
the
not
story.
even paying attention to it. Like he's just like leaning in like a kid. Like
Yeah. There's like I say, there is yes. There's a Rixian ember. There's
The
lily-livered bastard elves.
I think their livers are more pinkish red, in my experience.
I've heard of similar attacks and similar occurrences on other worlds. Vampires. No offense to any real vampires. That's the
Blah.
Blah. Oh, you were joking.
That was just for fun.
Oh, good. I was. Listen, I'm willing to help you. I am. It's best that we not discuss this too openly. A fleet of astral elves, a small fleet of their ships, visited the Rock of Bral a few days before launching the attack on your world, if the timing's right. The elves gave fair warning to various captains on the rock and urged them to steer clear of, Elos, lest they be fired upon. The elves undoubtedly left spies behind. They'd always do. Probably to make sure that the
Suspiciously look over her shoulder.
You see that there are some people kind of listening in. None of them look like elves, but who knows? Maybe disguised person. Who knows? Maybe polymorph.
So, I don't think we'll be listening to their warning. We're going to talk about how to fix what's going on with your world. Best we do it aboard my ship. What say you?
That sounds good.
Yeah. Let's. Yeah.
All right. Well, shall we?
Oh.
Francis
We
flips Wrek's hair off. Thanks, Wrek.
Alopecia struck suddenly.
Suddenly, without warning, much like the drink, and they'll lean through and kind of like put an arm under and help. I presume they're about the same size.
Yeah, they're about the
Mulj is
same size.
assisting as best they can, like lifting up like a single arm, like.
Beautiful.
A bit softer than you, but about the same size. Basically, like
Fair.
like it's fat Francis. It's Francis in 20 years.
Beautiful. Love it.
Hey,
Francis with a desk job.
Yeah, basically. The parrot
yeah.
will go, "Ah, have a nice night," and is going to fly back over toward the bar where you see there's a perch next to Large Luigi.
hey, I'll put it on your tab, okay? Don't forget to pay it. Or maybe don't die. It seems like you're going off on an adventure. Hey, forget about it. Actually, don't forget about it. I need those coins.
Understood.
Thanks, Luigi.
Catch you
Nice to meet you.
on the-
Hey, it's nice to meet you too.
Walk off.
All right. As you head into the alleyways outside, the night is gorgeous overhead. It is an incredible sight as always. And as you are making your way through the back ways of the of the Rock of Bral, the Commodore keeps going,
Yes, well, you're going to love my ship. She's the most lovely ship in all of the Rock of Bral. And, I have to say, I love her dearly, but she will take us where we need to go. There is perhaps I should not speak, you never know when there's, trouble afoot. Eh?
With Wrek around, it's always trouble afoot.
I was about to say that. There's
Or
always-
underfoot.
Perfect. What's everybody's passive
Oh, it's
perception?
because Wrek's short.
No, it's
What?
because he kicks people.
Yeah.
14.
Yes.
14.
Sorry, what were we on?
Particularly tall people.
Passive perception.
Passive perception.
Passive
17.
perception.
17.
Not great.
There is
12.
12? Okay. You're making your way through the streets, and as you do, you're moving through the common area, and as you do, there are stalls, there are callers, there are all sorts of people out in the middle of the open, the living city around you, the skies above you. And then you'll notice just for half a second that the world gets a little quieter. But by then, it's too late. You hear the slide of a blade a moment too late. And a voice say in accented common, "The Empire sends its regard, heretic." And I need an initiative roll. You are caught in a surprise round.
I was going to say, you hear the DM drawing out the initiative tracker.
Oh yeah, my lines. Yep. They all rolled super well on their stealth checks, like super well.
Nice.
Like 20 plus all. It was ridiculous.
Right.
I keep rolling really well.
This opening with
despite
Tana
my
being
minus-
stabbed.
Okay. So pop them in the chat. So looking at that, I have a elf number. Oh, I need to roll for. Oh damn! Oh yeah, Crux, you have disadvantages. This is damn Crux. Still, holy shit.
That's right. What up?
Okay, so that's at
Francis's
20.
beauty clearly inspires him.
It's really true. Okay, so at a 22, I have Astral Elf 1. At a 21, oh no, pardon me. At a 20, I have Cheshire and Tana. So you're acting simultaneously. Then I have Mulj acting simultaneously with number 2. Ooh, actually, hold on 1 second. Let me just check something real quick.
And then I also have a question when you're done that.
Yes, go ahead.
So as for my level 6 druid feat, sure thingy thing, so it's Cosmic Omen. It's whenever you finish long rest, you consult your star for omens. So when you do roll a die, and until you finish the next long rest, you gain access to a special reaction based on whether you rolled an even or an odd number. I just remembered that. So can I roll that to make that now?
I will spend your something good happens, your last one of the game, to have that have happened. Yeah, so roll even or odd.
Cool. That is odd.
Which does
Cool.
what?
Which does, whenever a creature you can see within 30 feet of you is about to make an attack roll, saving throw, or ability check, you can use your reaction to roll a d6 and subtract the number rolled from the total. And I can use the reaction number of times equal to my proficiency bonus.
Okay. So that is when you can do reactions, you can do that. Cool, cool, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so then I've got a 3-way tie between Mulj, the second Astral Elf, and Crux, because he's even drunk. He rolled a 19, which is ridiculous. So then down the list, I've got Francis. I've got 83. I've got Wrek. And I've got AE4. All right, does anybody have anything that negates surprise rounds on their character through any race or thing that I am unaware of?
I don't believe so.
Perfect. All right, there's
I
gonna
just don't like them. Does that count? Tana hates
That-
being stabbed. It's like her least favorite thing.
This is fair. All right, now I would like to know what your marching order is. So walking through the streets, I'm gonna say Crux is kind of near the front. I'm assuming that Francis is kind of right next to that because he's not letting them get away.
I'm
Tana,
probably
you
in the
got-
back, sort of overlooking things.
Okay, Tana's in the
Yeah,
back.
Mulj
Mulj,
was up near the front as well.
And Mulj was
Okay,
helping,
Wrek.
yeah.
You're kind of trailing probably.
Yeah, I'm somewhere in the middle.
Okay, and
Yeah.
then Cheshire's dead middle.
Yeah. She's
Okay.
probably just floating along in the middle.
Stuck in the middle with you. Okay.
Stuck in the middle with Mulj.
With Mulj, that's true. Okay. So, on all sides, you're going to see 4 of these elves dressed, their faces covered with visors, long hoods obscuring their features, throw back their hoods, draw long swords, and attack. They are going to get a round off on you. They first are going to attack. The first one is going to dart in to attack Tana. Tana, what is your armor class?
I'm I think I'm wearing my terrible armor, so it's 15.
15. By the skin of your teeth, you are going to be able to hurl yourself back. They are going to miss you by 1 point twice. The longsword slashing through the hem of your cloak.
Heretic. Get back here.
One screams and charges at you. Another is going to leap forward and try to bury the blade into Mulj. One slash into Mulj, one slash into Crux. Mulj, that is gonna miss for sure. But Crux, that is going to be... Crux is going to be, because you're on different pages. Crux shift, that is going to be a hit on Crux. Oh, dude. I think he might be okay. I don't know why. Oh, maybe not. Hold on. That is going to be... Oh, God, I can't roll to save my life today, guys. Or I can't roll to end yours. Okay. Okay, the blade is going to slash him just across the arm, and he's going to yelp in pain. What the balls? And suddenly it's going to erupt with radiant light that's going to sear him for a total of 11 points of damage, 10 radiant, 1 slashing. And he's going to turn and look at the astral elf that's dared. And he's going to prepare a battle roar. But first, one of the elves at the back is going to charge in and try to stab Tana from behind.
Oh, no.
And as you were dodging out of the way, unfortunately, does a 13 hit you? It does not, right?
Nope, 15 would.
Okay. That is going to be 1 slash, though, because I got an unnatural 20 on another one. So I rolled a 1 on the slashing. And you are going to take only... Jeez, are you kidding me, man? 7 points of radiant damage. You're resistant to radiant, though, aren't you? So 3 points of radiant damage for a total of 4 damage.
I don't know if I am.
I thought astral elves were. Are they not?
I think that changed. I think
Oh,
it's,
that was in the playtest document, wasn't it?
Yeah, because I think I ended up now with Starlight Stab, didn't I? Which is that teleport.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you totally did. Okay, so you're going to take...
Because I was really confused during character creation.
So you're going to take a total of 8 points of damage then.
Ouch, my brain.
It could be way worse. And the last one is going to charge in from the... Let's see. That is... Boop, boop. Yeah, you're toward the back. Is going to come forward and take a swipe at Francis, actually, because giff are nobody's favorite thing to fight. I'll tell you that. That is going to be a 16. Is that a hit?
I don't have my shield out, so yes.
Okay. So, and then a 21 will be a hit. So 2 slashes are going to rip into you. Why do you keep rolling 1s? That's going to be 1 point of slashing on the first one and 8 points of radiant. And the second one is going to be 4 points of slashing and 14 points of radiant.
Oh.
And with that, the first round of combat is over. Top of the initiative, Astral Elf, Cheshire on deck. The first Astral Elf that attacked Tana is going to go... back here and die like an elf, and is going to dive forward and is going to hit you with a 19.
Uh-oh.
That's going to be 8 points of slashing damage.
Ouch, my bones.
And
I need those to live.
13 points of radiant damage.
That's getting pretty bad.
It's getting pretty bad. Starts mincing you. And just checking something real quick. Christa, are you dying in that wig or that hat?
It's so, I don't know why it's hotter today than it has been for any other game, and I'm like sweating into my eyes.
If you need to take it off, I'm totally fine with it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Totally.
Sorry to wreck the immersion.
Swap to the little stuffy you.
Oh yeah, where's my stuffy?
Yeah, just put it on pin it to a hat. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. So Cheshire, it is your turn. Tana's on deck. What do you do, Cheshire? So you are surrounded by a melee.
Lovely. All right, so she's going to call her starter form archer.
Okay.
On that. So that's the bonus action on there, and then she's going to yeah, she's going to actually cast Ice Knife at 3rd level at the one that the first one that attacked.
Okay, the first one that attacked is 5 feet away from you.
Oh,
So
okay.
you
Are there
will
any that are greater
Yes,
than that?
the one that is attacking Commodore Crux is 10 feet away from you, and the one that is attacking Mulj. Actually, this is the same one.
Okay.
And the one that is attacking, it was Tana, and then the one that's attacking. One attacked Francis, one attacked. Yeah. So,
Okay, so
the one that's,
I'll go for
one,
the one that attacked Crux.
Okay. Sounds good. Go ahead. The Crux and Mulj, go ahead. What do you got?
All right. Does a 16 hit?
16 will hit.
Oh yes, cool. All right. So that's 2d6. Sorry, and that's 1d10 piercing damage.
Okay.
I've never used this before, so it's gonna be 9, 10,
And I need Crux
15.
and 15. Okay. On a 1d10.
Yeah, and then it's an AOE. Yeah.
How'd you get?
Oh yeah, no, sorry. It's I'm adding the wrong thing. It's an 8. Sorry.
Okay, cool. So for
Yeah, and then
so it's
the
1d10 and
AOE.
2d6.
yeah, and 2d6.
Okay.
And then it's actually
pardon me.
4d6, 'cause I
So
cast
yeah,
it
it's
at
1d6, 1d10 and 4d6. So that
Yeah.
means that I need Mulj and the Commodore to make a dex save. That is a fail, which means the Commodore is going to take 4d6 cold damage.
14.
It's a dex save, so does my danger sense apply
Yes.
here for...
Yes, it does.
Okay. That's a...
And what is the total damage with the d10, Cat?
That's 14. It's 22 total.
Okay.
22?
I got a 15 on my dex save.
Okay. So,
That works.
So
yep. So that will
do we
the
take half
succeed for
damage
you.
on a full
No,
save?
no, it's not that powerful. So it's nothing on a half, or there's no
Yeah.
half on succeed. So the ice knife is going to fly from you, embed, and it's going to explode, peppering the Commodore, but doing a lot more damage. You said 22 points of damage to the first Astral Elf.
22. Yeah.
Okay, 22. So that was Astral Elf number 2. That's going to be 30, 23. Okay, cool. All right. Do you have anything else? So you did your bonus action. You did your. I think you're about good, aren't you?
Yeah, that's it. I'm done.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. Mulj, you are up. What do you do?
Okay, well, Mulj's gonna rage because this is so rude.
It is very rude.
There's one directly in front of them attacking, right?
Yes. I just got peppered with the ice knife. It
Yep,
exploded all around you.
Yep. Oh. Dude. Oh, just, Millie may have been skipped in the initiative order.
Oh, this is true. Sorry about that. I put an X there.
Oh, I was saying just go ahead with Mulj. Just make sure that I'm somewhere in the queue.
This is true. Everybody rolled the same initiative, so I'm a little
I know,
persnickle.
just to bamboozle you, we tied.
Everybody tied. So Mulj, while you're thinking about what you're doing, I'm gonna slip back to Hannah. You're gonna go rage, and it's gonna cut over your shoulder because we all want to see what the barbarian does. But first, we're gonna cut back to the
It's
warlock.
gonna be very dramatic.
Yeah,
I
sorry
think
about that.
Tana's just gonna be a doofus. So calling her a heretic, demanding that she die. I think the correct answer is to pull a blade from the gaps between the stars and say that you haven't even seen heresy yet and try to stab him. So let's do Shadow Blade to pull that blade out with a bonus action and then go for a stabby stab. Is this sort of in dim light or darkness here?
It is, I will say it's dim light because it is outdoors.
Okay, sweet.
In like on an asteroid in the astral sea. So yeah.
Yeah, so then Tana has advantage on the attack, which is
Okay.
useful because I rolled a 3. Hey,
Okay.
that's much better. So I have I think it's a 22 to hit.
That is absolutely going to be a hit.
Cool, sweet. So because this is cast at a higher level, because everything has to be because you're a warlock, it's gonna be 3d8.
Nice.
It's only a 2, 8. Oh wow, okay, so 2 8s and a 2, so that is 18.
18. Oh, thanks for the easy math. All right. I'm assuming that's the one that actually attacked you first and yelled at you.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. And this is psychic damage specifically.
Nice. All right. The psychic damage is going to tear through. You're going to see the visor, the lower part of this elf's jaws exposed, and blood is going to begin to pour down around the mouth where it pools beyond the lips.
I think she's also got to do a little bit of blood coughing up herself.
I mean, that sounds fantastic. All right. Do you have anything else you're doing with your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, so basically you're sandwiched by a pair. And there's one at the back that is harrying your party from the rear, and then there is one up at the front going after Crux. Okay. All right. So then let's go down to Mulj. So Mulj, what do you do?
Mulj is raging, and then the one that is attacking Mulj, and I guess also going after the giff with me, going to reckless attack them.
Sounds good
and
to me.
smack them with 2 attacks. So, oh, well, that not go super well. Does a 13 hit?
You have determination.
No, yeah, on my attack roll, sure. Yeah, we'll spend that.
Well, I look at hits.
Yay.
All right, what do
And
you got?
then does a natural 20 hit?
Surprisingly, yes, it does.
27 for that to hit. So I need another one of these dice to do the thing. Because, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 8, 9, 10, 11, plus...
This one's not having a good day between you and Cheshire.
I think that ends up being 23 because I rolled a 1 and a 2 on some of those dice, which is just sad.
Mm-hmm.
Not my favorite.
23 points of damage is still really good, though. And you added the +2 to each hit for your rage?
Yeah, I did. Because I rolled a 1 and a 2 and an 8.
That'll do it. All right, so slamming in, you were going to drop that one to a knee. He's still fighting, but man, he's in a lot of pain. Half of his face is frozen beneath the visor, and you have crushed many parts. It's the fun thing is that you don't have any crunchy bits, but these creatures all seem to.
It's really fun.
Okay, it's that elf's turn if you're done. So they are going to act at the same time as Commander Crux. The elf is going to stand up and lunge at you, and is going to return the favor with 1 slash that is going to hit you with a 17.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay, that one is going to deal you, Dorktails, a 10 points of slashing damage, followed by, balls, here are my rolls, 16 points of radiant damage.
Okay, so 16 radiant, and then that would be the slashing would be down to 5 because of rage?
Yes, it would.
Okay. Ow.
Yes. So that's going to embed and start to burn away at you. And Commodore Crux has disadvantage. But... Oh god, really? This is so good. That's almost a hit, strangely. Wow, really? It's a miss still. He's going to pivot and he's going to go, we're under attack! And he's going to draw the pistols from his belt and just fire directly into the elf's face, missing with both shots that rip the mask off the elf and make quite a noise. The area fills with smoke. Bang! Bang! Did I get him? Oh, bollocks. All right, and Francis, it is your turn.
Okay, yes. He's going to, or they're going to smack with the hammer onto the one that the Commodore just missed.
Okay.
And that's probably not going to hit because that's an 11 and I don't have determination.
Yeah, you do.
So, do I?
Yeah.
Did I get it bought back?
Yep.
Oh no, because I didn't end up using it.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, in that case, it's a 15.
A 15. You know what? I will actually give it to you because of the amount of thunder damage this guy has taken to his eardrums.
Fair, he's a little off.
He's a little off at the moment. So go ahead.
Okay. So that'll be a D10. That's not the greatest. 6 damage.
6 damage, okay.
Now I can make a bonus attack. I forgot that I could do this. As a bonus action, I can make another attack.
Yep.
Can I grab one of the Commodore's guns?
Yes, you may.
Okay, because as a giff, I have a mystical connection.
What I will say is that he's got his arms up, and I'm gonna say they're supposed to be muskets, but I'm gonna say they're like repeaters. Like he's got like they just auto load to a certain degree.
Well, the giff ignore loading properties of any firearm.
I'm gonna say the gun is right next to this guy's face. You can just grab the Commodore's arm, pivot, and pull the trigger for him while it's still in his hand.
Beautiful.
So you suddenly will hear that like
it's like that scene where you're like helping to shape pottery together.
Yes,
but like a little different.
Oh my gun,
exactly.
My boomstick.
Oh my god. Okay, that's dexterity, right?
It's gonna be Dex, and you have mystical connection, which means that you don't have any feats, so you will take disadvantage because it is point blank. All right, so
Chris, disadvantage because
you're at point blank with this guy.
Perfect.
What'd you do?
I just rolled 2 nat 20s.
I want a photo of it for posterity, but I'll trust you. I'll trust you.
Hang on, I haven't touched anything. 1 second. I can't believe that.
There is going to be this mystic, you know that Kung Fu movie mystical noise? That is going to play as you make physical contact with a gun for the first time.
Oh my god.
Beginner unlocked, right?
1000%.
I know gun fu. Whoa.
What's the damage on the gun?
The damage on this is a D12.
So 2d12?
They are technically muskets, but the giff are so big they can wield a musket one-handed.
Amazing. Oh, FYI, that does mean I hit a 19. Because do I count as proficient with them? Because
Yes.
I'm proficient with all firearms? Okay,
Yes.
so I get my proficiency with them, so it's 23. Oh my goodness.
Goodness.
That's a 12 and an 8, so that's 20. And I can add... No, sorry, it's a martial weapon. Never mind. I was gonna say I can add force damage, but I can't.
I'll allow it this time.
Okay. Cool.
Just for effect.
Equal to my proficiency, so 4. So that'll be 24 damage, unless there's additional damage on the gun.
How do you want to do this?
The Commodore has his guns on both sides of the guy's head. So Francis is gonna kind of whip up to kind of around the side to sort of knock him further into the elf, right into the area of the gun, and then reach around the other side and exactly ghost style pull the trigger. And just that was fun.
Yes, yes, it was.
Okay. One of the elves is the elf at the back that is locked in combat with that was stabbing Tana from behind is going to hear that and is going to actually flinch and say in Elvish, "Fuck this." because I'm counting that extra force damage as part of an intimidation roll. Francis, do you have anything else you're doing?
No, just blew this guy's head off and just turns back to their friends and grins huge.
Okay. Astral Elf number 3 is going to take the disengage action and run because he's spooked. Astral Elf number 4 is after Wrek, which means Wrek. There is one right in front of you beating on Tana, or cutting Tana to ribbons, I should say.
Well, let's put an end to that. That's
Yeah.
just silly. So I think I'm going to add Stunning Strike to my shot here.
Sounds good.
We're taking prisoners. Okay, so hit with an 11. So I doubt that's hitting. Oh man, horrible
11
rolls.
is not gonna hit, unfortunately.
And then hitting with a 9.
9
Probably
total?
not.
No, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay, you get a
Wow,
flurry of
these
blows?
rolls. Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Okay, this one has
Man,
a longsword out, double-handed. You're going to launch forward, going with a kick. It's going to block with the blade so that you have to adjust so that you don't accidentally cut your foot. Again, you do a spin kick. He parries again. What your next hits?
Yeah, so I'm using my flurry of blows, and I'm going
Okay.
to put a stunning strike on these as well. I'm chewing
Okay.
up my key points really
No,
fast.
you don't have to spend for stunning strike until after you hit, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Well, I just rolled a 20, so...
Nat?
It's 27, yeah.
Holy shit, yeah, nat 20, do it. So
And-
I just love the foot versus sword comp. Tink, 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 tink. And then you just like do like a capoeira kick to the groin.
Probably jump straight up and do one of those, like, Matrix moves where you kind of... The camera spins around and then plant a boot square in his face.
Okay. I failed your stunning strike.
Okay.
I got an
then
8.
there's also the matter of flurry of blows, so he has to, I guess, take.
I
I'm just
failed.
gonna-
Whatever check you did to knock me down or move me, I have failed. With a 10.
Well, I'm gonna sink it into spoil any reactions. So if he has any reactions, including you spending hurt them mores, it spoils those. So that would be.
I only have one left. I'm gonna use it for something good.
That's 8 points damage as well.
8 points. All right. So.
Yep.
That one's dead. That one's run, which means that there's only this one and that one left. And he is. So you're going to completely just like knock the air out of this elf's entire body, hitting them to the ground. And yeah, they ain't moving. Are you doing anything else on your turn besides maybe doing a whoop-ah?
Actually, I'm gonna add in my nimble escape and disengage as well.
Perfect. All right, leaping back out of range, you are good to go. And then the final elf is the one that just double checking something. So you did quite a lot of, because you did like 18 points of damage to the first one, right? Right, Tana?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Tana,
Yeah, I
the
think
one.
so.
The one that you charged and like said you don't even know what a heretic is and slam into them is going to grab his blade with both hands. But I'm taking you with me. And is going to take 2 swings at you. The last astral elf standing.
And then I'm going to use a reaction to add the minus d6 onto this one, onto the first.
All right.
Thank you.
So you're going to take a -5 on that first attack, Kelly.
-5. Okay, I'm spending a hurt them more to have advantage on this for the chance of doing a nat.
Ah.
Ooh, I didn't, but what's your armor class? Because I got a -5.
15.
-5.
Okay, so that's a 14. If I was using a longbow, that would have been a hit. The first one is going to past your head so close that it's going to strip some of the hair off of your brow, Tana. And then he's going to
It
reverse
might
and
make
come.
it easy to change wigs for next game because this one's busted.
Nice, and he's going to come back with a second strike, and it's going to not work. Tana or Cheshire, whoever wants to go first.
I think
You wanna go
Cheshire
first?
should go first.
Oh, I go first? Okay.
Okay.
So she's going to she's gonna cast Primal Savagery, actually.
Okay, what does that do?
Cause your teeth and fingernails to sharpen and deliver corrosive attacks. Melee spell attack against one creature within 5 feet.
Okay.
And on a hit, target takes 1d10.
Okay, sounds good.
That's
Make
really
an attack
cute,
roll.
actually.
Right? I think it's pretty cute, and that's a 17 base.
That'll hit. Give it to me.
So that's gonna hit, and that's 1d10 worth of acid damage. That's gonna be a 5.
Okay.
5 points of acid damage, and then bonus action. She's going to cast her Starry Form Archer to also attack that guy with disadvantage because it's within 5 feet.
Okay.
And so that's gonna be nat 1.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah,
And what is the attack for that?
It's 1d8 plus my wisdom mod, so that's gonna
Cool.
be.
Let's
Do
roll
you
it.
want to roll that, or do you want me to roll it?
Oh, you can roll it. You can roll it. And I am
I'll-
going to, let's see, you are there, so it could theoretically affect Tana, Crux,
Whew.
or Mulj. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll a d6. Tana, you're gonna be a 1 or a 2. Crux is gonna be a 3 or a 4, and so on. All right, it's gonna hit Mulj.
It's gonna hit Mulj. All right, Mulj, can you please take 5 points of radiant damage, please?
Oh no.
Ow! But okay.
5 points of radiant damage. Flies past you. Your fingers elongate into claws. You slash forward. It's going to rake down the side of this elf's visor, melting through the mask and rending some of the flesh on his chin. Clenching the blade tighter, he's going to pull back. And Tana, as the mask cracks away, you are going to recognize the face of Palin Rumdar, or Palin Twilight Meadow. An elf from your childhood, a younger classman at the academy. It's been time, but this is basically like, you know, the little brother guy that used to hang around your group when you were 15 and he was 12 type of.
Ah, damn it.
The charming young boy is gone, replaced by this hateful zealotry.
I mean, she's not even wearing a mask, so he must have recognized her already.
All right, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Gonna roll a die to see how angry she is. Oh, pretty damn. She's gonna stab him.
Sounds good.
I was gonna say, stars are supposed to die, Palace. It's beautiful.
Oh, you know what?
And I have a 17.
Roll again to see if it's a crit. I like that line.
Oh, I have advantage, actually. So
Oh, you have advantage. So there you go. Roll again just to see.
I did, however, drop it on the floor. That's her whole disagreement with them. No, I don't have a crit.
Okay. Still, that's going to be a stab. Roll me damage.
Do. It's Palace, right? That was his name?
Palin.
Is his name?
Palin.
Palin. Right, okay, sorry.
It's Palace now. It's Palace now.
15?
15
No, 14,
damage.
sorry. I'm bad at math.
14
Everything
damage.
that rhymes with Alice dies in our games.
No!
Dun, dun, dun.
This is where I'd put that joke if I had one. All right. So you're going to stab. He's going to stab, like kind of stumble a little bit, very bloodied. You two are definitely on the lower side of your hit points, both of you. If you two keep this up, you will both die. but he's going to stumble back and grip his blade, preparing for the worst. It is Mulj or Crux's turn. Mulj, would you like to go first, or you want Crux to go first?
Well, I think Mulj, because the one that was right in front of us, that one's gone now, right?
That
Like,
one's
one
gone,
got obliterated, very much so. So Mulj's looking around to see where the other things are, and if there's one that looks like it's, like, just to get a survey of the
So there are
current-
two in the immediate area. One that has been knocked down by Wrek and is going as it's stunned.
Okay, that one's fine.
You could jump on it and like splat it like a Mario thing. The other one is in a sword versus magic sword thingy duel with Tana.
I kind of want to go after the one that's messing with Tana.
Okay.
Because, yeah. So can I bamf over top of it? Is it 30
Absolutely.
feet away?
It
'Cause
is
even if
20
it's
feet
not,
away
I
from
will
you right
move
now.
and. Okay, I'm gonna drop on top of it, reckless attacking.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That's a nat 20.
Okay. All right. Let's do it.
It's not that great, but and then the second one is a. Just put it over on there. Why did I?
God, you guys are taking all my luck this episode. My dice need to respect me better.
21 for the second one.
21 damage for the second one?
Not a crit, but still.
No, to hit.
Oh, to hit.
For the
Okay.
hit, to hit him.
All right. Yeah, that'll
So I
hit.
think,
That'll hit.
yeah. So I assumed that hit.
It did.
God, I'm rolling terribly though. Which
What'd you get?
ends up being 20 bludgeoning.
20 bludgeoning?
So not great.
How high above him did you teleport?
Well, I guess I could have moved a couple feet forward and then bamfed above and dropped. So maybe 20 feet above, I guess.
I'll let you do an
25,
additional
30
d6
total.
if you take an additional d6.
Sure. I'll do it.
Have, because you're raging.
I rolled a
Oh, that's fair. Holy
I
God.
rolled-
That's,
I rolled
that's
a
awful.
1.
That's okay. You're gonna take 1 point of damage because 3 divided by half. And he had 21 hit points left. You drop out of the air. How do you do this?
I think just as like a splat kind of like just impact of like a big
And
like,
I
it hits
will-
you.
Like a water balloon.
Yeah,
Or just
kinda.
Or just
Well,
a
'cause I kind of like a
non-Newtonian
reverse
fluid.
water balloon because it explodes into existence as a burst of like water and then condenses really quickly and just drops.
Yeah, I'm picturing like Mulj as a non-Newtonian fluid dropping on this elf. That's what I'm picturing.
That is absolutely
Just solid and then slowly melts.
that is absolutely what is happening.
Yeah.
All right, so going splatty that, you're going to knock him down to the ground, leaving only the unconscious one, or pardon me, the stunned one, to be bludgeoned and beaten. Crux is going to turn at the one who's fleeing, go,
These are very good guns, aren't they?
and is going to fire 2 shots, one of which is going to hit him, actually. So the one that's running away is going to take 4 points of piercing damage as one of the shots rings out.
And stay gone, you bloody bugger. Showed him.
All right. So down the initiative, Francis and Wrek, what are you doing with the one that is splatified? Or the one that is stunned. So Francis, you have
Oh,
initiative.
that's done.
Yeah.
Francis will like lean the Commodore against a wall.
It seemed to be quite good with you to enjoy.
And he's gonna hand you his pistols.
Wonderful.
You're
they'll
quite
kinda-
nice yourself, too.
They'll wink at him and put their hammer on their back and grab the pistols, walk over to the stunned guy and put both guns in his face and just look down at Wrek and say, should we let Tana have him?
Oh, that's a good plan.
hold my guns on him.
All right, Wrek, it's your turn. What do you do?
Boot his weapons away, and then probably wrap myself around one of his legs. So if he did try to get up and run away, then he has a wreck around his arm, around his leg.
Just koala.
Yep. You're not going anywhere, pal.
Parlay. Parlay.
Why does everyone keeps using that word? What does that even mean?
It means that he's asking for quarter. You hear echo through the street, which is emptied of people. People have screamed and ran. And Captain Sartell is standing nearby, like having jogged up.
Oh, I thought he wanted ice cream. Is
No,
that
it's-
what a parlay is?
No, it's parfait.
Oh,
So you found Commodore Crux, sir?
Oh. I didn't know that you knew these folk.
Yes. Well, as agreed, business has concluded. Best of luck to all of you. As far as I understand, you should probably get the hell out of here now. The Astral Elves were given diplomatic immunity by the Prince. You've just killed diplomats. Quite well, actually.
How,
That's
Crux,
bad.
I believe you have a ship.
Yes, this way.
Before you go, as promised. And she's going to lean and hand over. I did it as surreptitiously as I could. And she has a small pouch that she hands over, full of. It rattles and jingles, but not as much as you think. You'll have to transfer those when you get somewhere safe, but too much coin doesn't work particularly well. 5 of you, my cut, minus 7,000. Be off.
Salute with a gun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Add 7,000 gold pieces worth of rare gems to your pool.
Jesus!
Nice. I think just for perhaps camera panning moment, what's the condition of the childhood friend? Is he dead?
Unconscious but not dead. He is at exactly 0.
Okay, good. I mean, I think Tana's probably going to sort of collapse onto the ground, put his head on her lap, and just sit there and cry for a minute, because she's gotta. And then make sure he's okay, push him to the side somewhere, and take his weapons.
Are you sure that you don't want to bring them with us?
Could bring him as a prisoner.
I don't think I can look at his face anymore.
Do you think we could reform him?
He
Oh. We could get rid of his.
he's known me almost his entire life. He doesn't
What about
hesitate.
the other
He
one?
still tried to kill you.
Still have a gun in. Is saluted with one, but still a gun in the other one's face.
Surrender.
I like those words better.
Me too.
Wrek is gnawing on his kneecap.
Disreputable cur, let me go.
What'd you say about my friend?
I promise you, he has quite the reputation.
We should probably get going to my ship if we're to make any. That was very invigorating. Shall we behead these sods?
Tana?
No.
Can I just bonk the guy over the head and knock him out?
Yes, absolutely. You should. So Tana, you can absolutely grab the longbow and the sword of the Star Elf, the Astral Elf.
I think she's gonna write a little note, just rip out a page from her book and leave it. That basically just says, "You idiot," but in very fancy language.
Sounds good. I'm going to make an executive call and say that you are not going to get the extra radiant damage on this sword, but you will be proficient in this specific sword.
Oh, I don't know that she's gonna use them so much as like throw them off the edge.
Okay, that sounds good. All right.
We should probably get going. You're an excellent shot, my dear.
He gives you a nice look up and down now that he's close to you, and like a little more light near a lantern.
You're quite a shot. We should talk about getting you your own. Why don't you have your own muskets? What kind of
I've
giff
never
are you?
seen these before in my life. They're incredible.
Yes. Wait till you see the ship.
You'll hear the sound of watch whistles being blown and echo. Well, pardon me, not watch whistles. You'll hear the sound of signal whistles from local gang toughs that have been hired to keep the peace in certain areas, blowing in the distance.
That's our bell.
All right, let's go.
With that, you rush off, making your way. As you run around the corner, Crux hurriedly rushes you toward the docks in hopes of making a quick getaway. There, you're going to see stately galleons, sleek cutters that resemble flying fish, and warships built to look like hammerhead sharks lining the docks of Bral. Crux waves his arm toward a craft that seems somewhat modest by comparison. The ship's sails are patchwork of mended canvas, while its hulls seem barely held together by thick vines that bind it like rope. Its strangest feature is one that looks very similar now to you after the previous vessel you had ridden on. A full-grown tree sprouting from the aft deck, looking up toward the sky.
The second wind. Isn't she something?
She is.
Let's go cause some trouble.
And
Sounds good.
I think that's where we're going to end game today. So we're actually going to be doing this one in 2 parts because it's a little bit longer. So
Hell yeah.
Second Wind's a really good name for a ship, right?
It is. I
That
love
really
it.
is, yeah.
All right, so folks, that
I
is
might
going
need
to
to
be
borrow that for the ship name list.
Do it. Folks, I hope you enjoyed it with us. Do you have fun today? Playing around?
Yes, very
there you
much so.
Some
It's
character evolution. I don't know.
Yes,
Dun,
all
dun.
of these faces that I make are happening underneath the giff head.
Yeah.
I can't stop them from happening.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wish I could rig it so that an eyebrow would raise, because the number of times I raise an eyebrow under there and no one knows.
That's so good.
But you know.
Just like
I
put a
know.
finger up and just go like this.
And just like a little pulley system that just like goes.
You totally should.
This Krista goes down the rabbit hole of more and more complicated, like articulated headpieces.
This is the
Oh,
goal.
you don't even know. It's starting.
Yep.
I have an Arduino board.
Oh, that's so
no.
good. All right.
Oh.
So, folks, thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Spelljammer: The Light of Xaryxis. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, give us a like, give us a follow, give us a sub if you're in a place where you can do that, and a quick thank you to all of our supporters over at patreon.com/dorktales who help make the stream happen, because this is a more than full-time gig with a lot of expenses, so it's really nice to have people who are willing to throw subs and to buy merch and to go support on Patreon, and it helps encourage us to do more and better things. So thank you so much. Particular thank you to Schulten, my world building producer, to DM Michael Gray, the great benevolent, my divine producer, my demonic producers, Soul Omen and Precarious, and my princess of the Patreon, Trizelta, the Traveler, Cubby Gummy, Amberthist, Eolus, Buddy, and of course Tara and the original Dorktales fangirl. You're all amazing, and you deserve every shout out and kudos that you can get. Meanwhile, it is spooky season, so prepare for a bunch of horror stuff we're going to be dropping this month. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoy it. And speaking of horror stuff, tonight we are doing our first episode in about a month and a half of Vampire the Requiem Party Monsters. So I hope you tune in for that. It's going to be a pretty good one, hopefully. I think you're going to like it. But you know what you're also going to like? The next episode of Spelljammer. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Good night, everybody.